What's going on, fam? We are live and we got some tornado warnings happening right now. It's getting crazy out there. So, yes, we do have some weather, and we actually have a really weird area of severe weather today. It's up in Montana. But we do currently have two tornado warnings right now. We got one up here in Bighorn, Yellowstone County in Montana, and then we have another one over here in Nebraska. Yep, our other one's down here in Nebraska. So stuff's starting to pick up a little bit, it seems. We did have one tornado warning there a little while back. Now we have two simultaneous tornado warnings, so I think it's a good time to say, hey, yeah, I think we might have a little bad weather today. We did have a 5% chance for tornadoes today, but they downgraded it back to a 2% in these areas here. That's where we're expected to pretty much see the weather tonight in these areas. Let me tell the buddies on Discord that I went live. So yeah, this one's heading towards Dalton and Gurley. Smack dab on the southwest side of Nebraska. Looks like a lot of farm country out here. And this one has a really good rotation in here. Has two areas of rotation, to be honest. Let's take a closer look at this thing. Yeah, do not see a debris ball yet, but we definitely got some rotation in this guy. Yeah, we've got two areas of rotation. One of these might be mistaken for side lobe contamination or hail, but we definitely, this thing's rotating and it is tornado warning, so we definitely want to heed the warning. Yep, and then let's, you know what, let's take a 3D view of this one while we're down here. Oh yeah, that's a big old supercell. Look at this monster. It's a big storm. So you guys definitely want to get in your safe spots as this thing's coming at you. So we're going to have two areas of rotation here. We got one down here, and then we got one down here. Now this top one might be hail, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure this one's just a big, strong, broad rotation the way it's looking in the 3D view. Let's go ahead and hop back up to our one up in Montana. So yeah, this one's actually cranking. This one has some pretty good strength. It's got a 1.6 strength at it, rotating from 27,000 feet all the way up to 55,000. This is a beast and a half. Regardless of whether we're seeing a tornado out of this or not, this thing's going to have some very severe strong winds. So definitely want to be on the lookout for this one, because you can see our big kind of inflow notch in here. I mean, this thing is just cranking. Yeah, this is one beast of a storm. Not only that, I mean, look at the hail cores in this thing. We have three large hail cores in this storm. This thing is probably one of the biggest storms I've seen in a while. I mean, I know it's not really in a very civilized area, but it is starting to head towards this town, Foster. And it's definitely going to cause Foster some issues for sure. It's going to, because I mean, we got damage reports of 50, 60 mile an hour winds regardless, right? So we're probably going to see some major action on this storm when it comes into Foster. But yeah, this thing is an absolute brute. I mean, look how big this storm is. It is so big. It's a big old rotating monstrosity with a triple hail core. I mean, this thing means business. So you guys have this thing coming at you. You definitely want to get in your safe spot here. Look at this big monstrous rotation. This pretty much looks like a Texas storm right here. This looks like a massive Texas mini hurricane is what this storm looks like. I mean, this rotation is so large in here. At this point in time, I'd probably say it's safe to say that you could pretty much count this thing as an EF0 tornado on the ground that's like a couple miles wide just by looking at this rotation here. Because it's kind of what we see out there in Texas. We usually end up seeing, when they get bad like this, we end up seeing like 100-mile-an-hour winds in this whole area. So, yeah, it's a big boy. It's a big, strong storm, guys. This is no joke right here. So, it's coming your way, Foster. Let's actually pull Foster up, because these guys definitely need to get ready. I mean, it's going to be there really soon. You see how fast this thing's moving. They should probably upgrade this warning for sure. Alright, so a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located 14 miles east of Ballantine or 20 miles northwest of Hardin, moving southwest at 35 miles an hour. So it's going to be there in no time. Now, what do they have these rated for? They're not saying the wind speeds, but I mean, I would definitely see up to, I'm thinking you see probably up to 60 to 100 mile an hour winds in this thing, the way it's looking now. I don't know if we have any storm chasers out here. We don't have any eyes on this storm. I'm assuming there's a really big wall cloud on this thing, the way it's looking. And pretty much everything on that wall cloud's most likely going to receive anywhere from 60 to 100 mile an hour winds right now. Yeah, this is a big boy, and this thing's coming right. Yeah, Hardin's probably going to be hit by it too. They're definitely, we got a whole blast of like winds here as well. Like this storm, this is just a big cranky mess. So actually, here we go. We got right here's our severe destructive warning for it. It's saying 70 mile an hour wind gusts, ping pong ball size hail. But I mean, looking at the core of this thing on the 3D view, you're going to see much stronger in this area here. Probably going to see up to 100 mile an hour winds, and if this thing hits the ground, it's going to be a lot stronger than that. So like right now we're seeing velocities of a EF 1.4, so that's probably anywhere from if this gets on the ground, anywhere from 100 120 mile an hour winds most likely in a rotating fashion. So yeah, this is crazy, absolutely nuts. This storm is huge, a big old Texan nightmare storm for sure. I mean, just looking at that hail, I mean, this thing's calling out for 3.5 inch size hail as well, too. So this is crazy. Let's go ahead and bring up our good old Google Maps here. So I'm a bit concerned about Foster. And let me actually pull up that 3D radar view again, because you guys seen this thing. I mean, it's literally like a big, giant tornado if this thing hits the ground. I mean, we're talking huge. You see in this area of rotation here how big this is. And I mean, look how much our velocities are basically intact and basically condensed there, even though it's smaller. But like, yeah, this thing might produce a really big hurricane or a big tornado. We're basically looking right in here. We got our reds. It'd be basically right down in here. I mean, this thing would be big. So yeah, this is a pretty threatening looking storm, I'd say. This is probably one of the stronger, nasty ones we've seen in a while. So it's very concerning to me. This is a weather stream, my friend. We are out here in Montana, and we have a really nasty storm in Montana. That looks pretty scary. Tornado producing supercell with 3 large hail cores. I mean, this thing means business for sure. So I'm going to go, let me get up the Google Maps so we can pull up this little town that's out here. Hopefully it's pretty little and it gets missed, but we got to find out for sure. This is going to be, well, basically Harding's going to get hit by the storm, but the tornadic rotation part looks like it's going right to Foster. So that's the town I'm concerned about most is Foster right now. Google Maps. I don't even know if Montana's had big giant storms like this before. It's absolutely nuts. Foster, Montana. I typed in Fooster. Alright, here we go. Yeah, you guys know anybody in Foster, give them a call now. Tell them, get their stuff cleaned up quick, because it's going to be there any moment now. kind of feel bad for being so late. And there, hey, good thing is I don't see a single house right here on the Foster sign, but there's definitely a lot of houses around here, right? So this is like pure farm country. Like we have houses here. We got this going to be crossing up 47 soon, where all these farmhouses are. I mean, we have a house like every it looks like every quarter of a mile or so. There's another house in this area. So these guys, man. Hopefully they pinged them. I think they should upgrade this storm. To be honest, they should probably make this a radar confirmed, or at least close to PDS, because this thing is just very concerning looking. I know we don't have very many people out here, but man, yeah, I mean, this is really out in the middle of nowhere. Foster's really small, but man, there is some houses out here. Holy smokes. I mean, our velocities are just still cranking like crazy in here. So yeah, now we're at a 1.7 strength, so it's even showing more power down and towards the ground now. So we have like basically 1.7 strength, EF 1.7 strength winds from 8,000 feet all the way up to 15,000 right now. So I mean, this is low ground, high velocity. And we're seeing this at 3,000 feet. Oh, holy smokes. And it's literally right on top of the road by Foster now. So we got a really tight rotation here at the front. 3,500 feet. Not looking good. Let's take a look at our velocities here. Might just be a big spin up on the ground right here from the inflow, most likely. Probably having a little brief spin up there on the inflow part of the storm. So we kind of see how it's going in here and wrapping around. So my guess is we're either going to have a big blast of winds from the inflow here, or maybe a quick spin up that's happening right down here on the ground. Yeah, Foster, I mean, this thing's literally on top of you guys now. It's basically hitting 47 at this point. Let me go back down to our other tornado warning. So we still got a pretty good bit of rotation here on this one. Man, you look at that. This thing's got its own little eye hole too that it's forming. These are some mean storms today, guys. Oh man. Looks like they dropped the tornado warning on this one, but it still looks crazy. Both of these storms are big old giants. Look at that. My goodness. This would probably been a really good day to go storm chasing, but I know it's kind of out there in the middle of nowhere. There's probably not a lot of roads to go. Like, I bet there's not a lot of roads other than 47 out there in Montana right now. Yeah, this thing's ready to drop. This thing could be on the ground. Or it might have been on the ground on this 3D scan, because, I mean, you can clearly see where our tornado would be if it was on the ground right there. Very high possibility that this thing was on the ground for this scan like 2 minutes ago. They just let the tornado warning go on it, though. Let's go back and see if we have a debris signature on this thing at all, because I'm pretty sure this thing touched down there for a little bit. I don't see a debris signature, but I think there's a really high chance that this thing was on the ground. We got hail right in there, but the hail looks lighter. Where's our radar too? Yeah, I mean, this could have been a debris signature right here. Let me mark this line here, so it's right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this thing might have been on the ground there for a little bit. Because there's no hail core between the radar and that site, unless it is side load contamination. But I mean, that rotation was really tight there. Yeah. Okay, this is where it was really tight, right in here. Okay, but that was inside. That was south of the hail core. Yeah, very good possibility this thing was on the ground for a little bit. And we might see this thing recycle. Well, when we're looking for a debris signature, basically take a look at this bottom radar. This is our correlation coefficient down here. So when we start to see tornado on the ground doing damage, we'll start to see like a color here where it's yellow, right? The higher it goes, it could be debris, then it goes green, and then it goes blue. So like if we have a little circle of blue like right in this area here, that's like, oh yeah, that's a debris signature, right? So it looks like a little round circle. That's a horrible picture, but kind of looks like that, a round circle of debris, because it's lofting the debris up really high in the air, and there's lots of debris. So the more debris, the darker blue it gets. That's just one way to confirm that a tornado is on the ground. Tornadoes don't always make a debris signature, because there could be very little stuff for it to pick up. Just all depends where, right? You could have like an or an EF3 go over like, a bunch of solid concrete bunkers, and it can't do any damage at all, but there's no debris signature, but there's still a large tornado on the ground, right? There's just always a different situation for everything. But yeah, the debris signature is just a good way to like determine that there's a tornado on the ground. Any storms near Tennessee? I don't know. I'd have to look. I just hopped on here for this big monster of a storm here, and my goodness, I think this thing's throwing off the radars right now. This storm is an absolute monster right now. I don't know if this is an actual legit scan or it's throwing off from all the hail, but my goodness, this thing's got so much power right here. We gotta really keep a close eye on. I mean, this thing's out in the middle of nowhere, but this thing is like one big storm. I mean, it's just, I think there's just so much inflow, it's throwing off the radar right in here, because this is basically, the whole inflow is kind of gotten wacky on the radar. Is there something played in the background? Why is my I feel like I got something going on in my background here. My mic keeps bouncing without me talking. I think I have I do have NVIDIA broadcast on, yeah. Try to figure out what all the extra sound is coming from on my computer right here. So you're not hearing a bunch of extra sound? Does it sound like just my voice and that's it? Or are you guys hearing music in the background or anything like that? I'm just trying to figure out why my sound thing's going all berserk right now. Take a look real quick. That wasn't it. All right. All right, let's go take a look at Tennessee now. Oh yeah, by the way, this is our tornado threat for today right here. Basically where we're supposed to see a chance for tornadoes. Just a 2% up here in Montana and Nebraska. Parts of Colorado. Let me go ahead and pull up our rain too. You're talking about Tennessee. So yeah, we're basically supposed to see rain pretty much everywhere today, especially on the East Coast, where obviously our stronger stuff's going to be over here in this area. But yep, let me see what's going on in Tennessee. Did I close my radar? I did not. Okay, here it is. So yeah, we got all kinds of rain in Tennessee. It looks like we have a couple big thunderstorms, but our tornado threat should be really low in Tennessee today. There shouldn't be any tornadoes in Tennessee. Let me see how many severes we got going on down there. And we got severe warnings all over the place. We don't have a single severe storm warning in Tennessee, though. We do have one in North Carolina or South Carolina. Yeah, we got a ton of severe warnings right now. Actually, got quite a few severe destructive warnings as well. I mean, we got one in Wyoming, we got one in Montana, we got one in Oklahoma. Wow. So we kind of got storms all over the place right now. All right. Yeah, we're going to watch your video. I will. I'll watch it eventually. I can link it to him. Did you finish it up? Billings? Hey, James, welcome to stream. What Billings where? If you guys are concerned about the weather in your area, make sure you type the city and state. Because I know you type Springfield. We got like 40 Springfields in America, right? So, make sure I can find it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a tornado in Montana. I think I did one time see a tornado warning in Montana. It might have been a couple years ago. Yeah, I mean, pretty much after this gets through Foster, I think it's going to be in the middle of nowhere for a long time. I mean, this is like Nowheresville. Let me actually see what the population is out here. I'm curious. Bring up the old power outages website. Power outages. So yeah, Montana is one of the smallest states wise with population too. I mean, we only have 650,000 total customers tracked here. So Fergus, there's 5,000 people living there. There's only 5 people that live in this county. That's crazy, or 5 houses. Let me find out what county we're in. So we're more in the southeastern Montana. That's crazy. I don't ever think I've seen a county that only had 5 people living in it before. I'm sure there is something like that in Texas too, out in the middle of the desert. Okay, so Bighorn County, there's actually 2,793 houses in Bighorn. There's only 2 people tracked in Treasure County. Does that mean, is this like a gold mine there or something? It used to be a gold mining town. Yellowstone has a lot of people, 29,000. So this storm, did it pass through Yellowstone or did it go north of it? Where exactly is Yellowstone? I feel like it didn't go near Yellowstone. There's Livingston, Butte, there's Billings. I don't see, Yellowstone's where the Yellowstone National Park is, right? You can't hardly hear me. Let me try to adjust it a little bit. Let me turn it back up. My mic is being really weird. I'm sorry. I don't know why it has... I'm not sure what it's doing. It's bouncing around. Let me restart my NVIDIA broadcast. Actually, you know what? Here, let's do this. Properties, microphone, NVIDIA broadcast. It is saying NVIDIA broadcast. I don't know if it's picking up the air conditioner or what, but it's constantly bouncing on the volumes there with my mic. It is saying NVIDIA broadcast is working. Let's go take another 3D view of this thing now. I mean, we're basically just storm watching at this point because it's pretty much went past all the houses I think it's going to see for a long time. Yeah, this thing's an absolute monster still. And we got another tornado warning down in Nebraska. I think it was on this, probably on the same storm we were just looking at, because that thing still looked pretty dangerous to me. My goodness, this thing. Look at this thing. This thing is just an absolute beast. It looks like it's lost a little bit of its power on the lower end. Basically on our green side of the rotations, it's kind of, you know, we lost a little bit of the juice out of this area, but it's still got a whole large ton area of rotation down here at the bottom. And you can clearly see, like, this thing, it's just nuts. And this thing could be on the ground still, possibly. There could be a funnel on the ground down in here where we kind of see this area here. There might be something touching down right in there. Nuts. This storm is crazy, guys. It's actually just really neat to see this. Yeah, it is a neat 3D view, ain't it? So basically where I just said there could be a tornado on the ground, it's basically, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's showing really strong rotations there. It's saying it has EF 2.9 velocities from 3,000 feet up to 10,000. I mean, you don't really have to worry about that because it's out in the middle of nowhere now. So there's no houses out there, thankfully. I don't think there's I think this is the county that there's 5 people in, I believe. Let me double check. No, there's quite a few. This county, Bighorn, has 2,793 houses in it. But I don't think they're anywhere near here. Let me check and see Harding now, because Harding's probably getting some winds at this point, because we do have a lot of velocities reaching down to Harding. They may not be getting no big rain and hail, but they're probably definitely feeling some winds over top of Harding now. Let me see how big Harding is. Say, if Harding's a big town, I think they dodged a bullet, because this is looking crazy out here. Yeah, when we were just out here looking at Foster, there's literally no center of town here. We just got, like, every quarter mile, there's just another house, right? There's very few houses out here. There's no big city part. Harding's pretty good sized, yeah. Is anybody in chat from Harding? We got anybody from Harding, Montana in chat by any chance? I'm curious what the winds are like in Harding. Hey, Jacob, if you could find any cameras down on Harding, link them in Discord for me. Or any live video streams, because we can maybe see what it's like in there right now in Harding. I mean, it's outside of the storm. Well, the heavy rain, right, and hail, but, like, we're seeing, like, this storm's just shooting stuff off over here with big velocities. There's lots of wind coming through Harding right now, I believe. Let's go back to our other tornado warning down here. The one that's in Nebraska. Or wait, whoa, we got 2 now. Just got another tornado warning? Or is it the same one? Okay, this is finally upgraded to a confirmed tornado. Ha! Got a bunch of velocities in here. They finally did the upgrade. Let's see what they said. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located 10 miles, blah, blah, blah. They didn't say anything, no. They just basically radar confirmed because it's so strong. Got some nasty velocities here. My goodness. That's insane, guys. This storm is cranking. Dude, this inflow in here is just going screaming. It is just screaming. I can't believe this weather out here. I mean, we're really lucky. There's no more houses out here. This thing's, whew, this thing is nuts. It is off the charts. I mean, we're seeing at least like 80 mile an hour plus winds in this thing. At least right now, we're this big rotation. This is absolutely crazy. Hardin is pronounced with a soft I. There's no Hardy. Harda? Harda? Was it Harda? I don't know how to say it. Um, yeah, it sure does. Hamish. How's Cooksville, Tennessee? How you doing, Lori? Let me check. You're the second person that's asked about Tennessee, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up a second radar for you, all right? Because I looked at the national weather radar, right? But there's a lot of storms, right? You got a lot of big thunderstorms down there in Tennessee right now, but I have not looked at the velocities down there. So let's go do that now. Because I know we got a couple people worried about Tennessee, but right here we are. So like there's a whole bunch of storms over Chattanooga. Some just went through Knoxville. Like mostly East Tennessee. But then we have another big band of storms right here that just is literally on top of Memphis now coming through. So these might be producing some pretty crazy winds. So let's get over there. Let's actually look. Let's see what's going on in Tennessee. And real quick, actually, there's that second tornado warning I need to check out real quick before we go down to Tennessee, but I'm working on it. Oh, so it's actually kind of coming into Harding now, so they're probably going to start getting some rain. This is nuts, man. I want a view of this thing from, I mean, look at this hail core. I mean, there's 4-inch size hail in this thing. Over 4-inch hail. That is nuts. Yeah, I'm going to check this other tornado that we had up here real quick. Where we actually have 2 warnings over here now. Like Potter and Brownson. And this is up in what state? Well, this is still southwest Nebraska right here. We got this big storm. We just had a tornado warning on these not too long ago. How long has this been going on now? Okay, so they got 2 different tornado warnings on this thing. Might have a debris signature there. That could be hail, but let's look at these velocities real quick. Holy smokes, yeah. Both of these could very well be on the ground if there's an actual rotation here. If this is not hail contamination, we most likely have 2 tornadoes on the ground right here. By Potter and near Bronson. Let's find out what road that is real quick. So this is going to be Potter, Nebraska. I haven't forgot about you, Lori. I am going to go to Tennessee here in a minute. Potter, Nebraska. This is kind of neat. Kind of neat going out and doing some new areas we never look at. I mean, I know we have storms in Nebraska, right? But, like, I don't know any of these city names in Montana. I mean, I've been kind of learning the city names really quick with all the storms we've had in, like, Texas, you know, and Tennessee and all that. And all right, so Potter's a really small town, and it looks like that rotation is just north of it, thankfully. I mean, it looks like our rotation's, like, right up here. And then the other rotation's south of it, like in this area here. So luckily, looks like both rotations are outside of town. But let's we actually have a tornado reported, it looks like. Let's see what this says here. Okay. Chaser reports a tornado on the ground briefly. Another report suggests intermittent touchdowns. Okay. I believe it. I pretty much guarantee you this thing was on the ground right here on these scans. Both of them possibly. Because, I mean, we got very, very tight gate-to-gate shear right here. Especially this one. This one's looking really strong down here. This one looks weaker, but it's still got really, really tight gate-to-gate wind shears on it. And they're like, I don't even know how people are seeing these. I mean, I guess it's kind of in the back of the storm. Like back in here. So, I mean, if there's a chaser over here somewhere, they might have been able to see it. But these are pretty much rain wrap for the most part. All right, let me get a quick 3D view of these, and then we'll go down to Tennessee. Or I could just mess it up. Oh my God, I did it again. I'm not doing it on purpose, I promise. Yeah, this is still a monster storm. Holy smokes. That's plumb wild. Yeah, this thing was definitely on the ground. If it not, it still is. I mean, you can clearly see right here where our rotation's really kind of let itself be known on the 3D view. And this is probably where the other, yeah, you can see both of them right now. You got the one tornado here and another one right here. I mean, it's completely obvious, right? You guys see this. You can't deny where there's probably tornadoes here, and we just said a spotter said they seen it dropping down on the ground here and there. So we have two areas where it's touching down at right now. And it's probably going to continue to do it. Like, these storms are in a favorable area, and it was just tornado warned. They just re-warned them. So we're probably going to see more tornadoes out of this. So these guys, y'all need to be careful. Luckily, Potter's going to get missed by these two tornadoes, but it's coming towards Brownson. So Brownson, you guys are on deck. You guys need to get ready for this. You might have a tornado knocking on your door in Brownson, Nebraska. Let's pull that up real quick to see how big that is as well. That's Sydney. I do not see. There's Brownson. Oh, look at that. Brownson's like one house. So there's a very easy chance these storms are going to miss Brownson with how small it is. So it's actually more than one house. There's probably about 10 houses here, but it's really small. It's basically, if this thing doesn't hit Interstate 30 down here, they don't have to worry about the tornado. But there is some more houses around here. Like there's Adams Trucking, some other businesses and stuff out here. So, all right, let me go to Tennessee now. My goodness, look at this too. I think they're having another brief spin up tornado like right here. We got a little inflow notch as well. Probably gonna see another brief spin up on this storm right in this area. The way that's looking, no, it's not going to be a long one. It's just going to be like a tornado that lasts for like 30 seconds to a minute. And this one's really close to Brownson. Yeah, whenever you have a little inflow notch like that, it kind of comes in and you get a little baby spin up tornado for like 30 seconds. I mean, it's already tornado warned, so it's not like they need to do it again. But oh my goodness, look at the velocities on this thing now. Wow, this thing's getting big and strong. All right, we got to go look at Tennessee. I'll come back to this in a minute. Thankfully, that's north of Potter right now because that looks like it's getting big and strong. Oh, my goodness. It's getting nutty in Albuquerque. What part of Tennessee were you working at or worrying about, Lori? Cookeville? Cookeville, okay. So we got some storms out here. I mean, they're definitely rotating a little bit, but nothing looks too crazy. I get a little bit of rotation in these storms, but not bad, right? Really mild rotation. Same thing up here. Really mild rotation. A little more on the stronger side down there, but nothing crazy. They didn't even give you guys a 2% chance of tornadoes in Tennessee today. I don't see anything. I mean, they're definitely rotating though, so I'm probably going to keep an eye on Tennessee a little more today. I wasn't expecting to see any rotation at all down here, but there's a little bit. Nothing too wild. Let's go back over here to Paducah so we can see the one in Memphis. Go to Paducah and Memphis. Because this is a big line of storm. Wow. This thing's moving, man. We got... These storms might be somewhat of a threat right here. Look at this. We have 3 areas of rotation here on these storms up here. And this is actually in Kentucky. It's like quite surprising. Is this not even severe warned? Nope. We don't even have a severe warning on these. I'm not going to lie. These storms look pretty wild right here. I mean, we got a little hook on here. This thing's rotating. I wasn't expecting to see this over here near Kentucky and Tennessee, to be honest. I'm going to leave this radar right here because I'm not sure where exactly you're at in Cooksville. But these storms are looking a little concerning. I mean, look, you got a little inflow notch here. You can see it coming through, and this is rotating right in there. I mean, I'm sorry, I cannot draw with my mouse today. So we got a good bit of rotation right there. Near Simpsonia in Kentucky. That's a little bit of a concerning looking storm there. I should at least severe warn these. My goodness. Check Memphis down here. I think Cooksville's like south of Nashville, I think. Last time you asked, Lori. Cooksville and Burkesville, Kentucky, which is just north. Yeah, I mean, these storms has pretty much got rotation to them. They got inflow notches and they got bits of rotation. I wouldn't be surprised to... I mean, as long as you're in the house away from the doors, or the windows, just be like in your bathroom where there's no windows. I mean, if we do see a brief tornado out of these line of storms, it's just going to be like a 100-mile-an-hour gust of wind, right? So as long as you're inside away from windows, you should be fine. We're not expected to see anything strong out of these. I feel like these things probably have some pretty good winds on them. I'll check the power outages down there. Yeah, I know. I've seen that one in Montana. It's actually nuts how big that thing's getting. That rotation is huge. I want to see if this storm's taking out any power down here in Tennessee, Kentucky. Technically, it's just getting into Kentucky now, so would it came from Illinois or Missouri? Yeah, so I guess the winds aren't that bad on that storm, but man, they're all rotating pretty good. Doesn't look, I don't know. I'll keep an eye on them. I'm going to leave the radar down here. Come back and check them out in a little bit. Let's go back up to Montana. Oh my goodness, this thing is such a monster. What in the world? Man, this thing's putting Texas to shame. Look at this hail core. This is just absolutely nuts. Look how big this hail core is. Oh my goodness. Saying almost 5-inch hail on this thing. We're so lucky there's no houses out here. I need to double check to be sure. This is just absolutely nuts right here. Absolutely nuts, this storm. What in the world is going on in Montana, man? Is it global warming? The world axis or the Earth axis shifted or something? What's going on? Why is it we having these big old giant Texas storms up in Montana? Holy smokes! Look at this thing's up over 60,000 feet, and it has 5-inch hail, and we're in Montana. Montana, something's different. It's just not the same, right? I mean, these wind speeds too. Like, you're guaranteed gonna see. We got layered right here. This is like almost guaranteed to be 100-mile-an-hour winds right here in this little area, because we can see how we have the layer, the green and red, right on top of each other. That's what when you get those 120-mile-an-hour winds. That's what it looks like. I mean, the bottom of the storm is just basically, it's like a horizontal tornado, pretty much. It's just rolling across the ground. So you're basically feeling the wind speed of both of the velocities combined, right? It's just unreal. That is nuts. Yep. That looked just like that storm that had 129 or 120 mile an hour winds in Kansas back in like a week ago. It was at like 2 in the morning, and not only did they have the whole storm, like 4 tornado warnings stretched across the storm, they even the actual Kansas City news station was online, like broadcasting it, like it was that big of a deal. Wow. Yeah, this thing is just absolutely cranking. $86 miles an hour right there. Look at the end rod on this thing. I mean, that's just like a big force of 89, 90 mile an hour winds coming through right there. I mean, and it's showing signs of rotation right here on this part too, right up here where the inflow is. So it looks like it's still spinning up on the inflow. Check the Discord. Yep, that's the same storm we're looking at, right? Yeah. Yep. This thing looks like it's turned into more of a kind of lost its big rotation, and it's basically turning, looks more like a big straight line QLCS monster slash type hurricane thing. I even just looking at this thing, like, my goodness. Unreal. Just looking at the 3D view, though. I'll take another cut out again because we might be having some... yeah, I mean, it's definitely... I'm pretty sure it's on the ground right there. Pretty sure something's on the ground right there. I guess the good thing is at least nobody's out here, right? That's the good thing. Do we got anybody else that's concerned about the weather in their area tonight? If you want to know about your area, just type in your city or state and we can check it out for you. Take a look at it. You know, we're kind of just got a tornado in the middle of nowhere right here. Then we do have storms down here in Nebraska look pretty rough. So I definitely need to check these out again. Because they were starting to get close to that one town. Let's take a look at them again. So we actually have 2 reports now. So storm chaser reports of tornadoes touching down here, and then another one, same thing up here. So one was in Cheyenne, Nebraska, and the other one was in same place, just different area. Okay. This one's looking kind of crazy here. I think we might have a rotation right in here. It could be the hail. It's hard to say. Pretty sure we still have a rotation. Yeah, this one's definitely still showing up pretty good here. I'm assuming this one's still touching down again. We still have a really tight velocity couplet on this one here. I mean, the good thing on this one too, it looks like it's going further north of Potter. It was like down here before. This one looks like it's going to go south of Brownson at this time. So it's looking pretty good for these people out here. Who are the storm chasers that are on these? Oh, wow, look at this down here. We might have another 3rd tornado down in here, possibly. Rear flank downdraft's just cranking back there. I want to find out. Let me see if I can find out any of the storm chasers out here. See who's all on these. They say they're storm chasers. We might have somebody out here on these storms. Let me go ahead and pull it up. So we got Reed Timmers out there. We got Storm Runner Meaties out there.
Neither do I, but I mean, I know it goes somewhere. You say somewhere over the rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow. Like sing it. Somewhere over the rainbow.
If they get up close to it, I'll pull them back on. Let me find out who else is online. Is Max Velocity or Ryan Hall live? I didn't even check to see if they're online right now.
Thank you for your super chats. We appreciate the support.
Let's take a look. I believe they are not live at the moment. We also got Freddie McKinney's live right now. Got a bunch of storm chasers out there. Y'all bots live.
Same for Jan.
Looks like it's just me right now. What about Ohio? Hey, that's where I'm from, Shane.
Yeah, your storm is evaporating.
Washington, D.C., 20,002. You want to know the weather? 18,000 years from now? Please do VA Fredericksburg. Yeah, absolutely. We'll go check both places. Hold on.
See, this was not a bad target.
Let's go to, what's the first one? Billings, Montana.
Big bump over that bridge.
Virginia.
Yeah, be damned.
It's like we got a bunch of storms coming through Virginia.
Right here, really quick, to keep you all entertained. Are you ready? Yeah, put them in the rainbow.
Where exactly is Fredericksburg? I got to make it down through the list, guys. Please be patient. I got like 3 people that are wanting help. Let me go check Fredericksburg first. Actually, I'm going to keep that Google Maps there. I'm going to open another one.
Hold on, guys. You guys ready for this? It's going to look odd
because we do have active tornadoes out there. I want to make sure I keep an eye on that area. Fredericksburg, VA.
They still can't see it. That's it. They still have the updraft to it.
Okay, so you're near Washington. We had someone ask about Washington too. So you're south of Washington. Let's take our Tennessee radar out there and see if we see any. I mean, I see storms out there, right? I definitely see storms out there. I just don't know how crazy they are.
25 miles away directly to the line, so I guess that's it. Maybe not. I don't know.
This area has been getting a lot of threats lately with tornadoes. You know, we had a 2 and a 5% chance out here by Washington D.C. and Virginia twice in the last 2 weeks. We don't have any severe storm warnings for you guys though. I mean, these storms are rotating too a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Got a little bit of rotation on these. Right now, you're looking good though. Both in Washington and Fredericksburg, you're good. I mean, you definitely got some thunderstorms coming that look a little bit on the stronger end, but you should be fine. If anything happens out here crazy, we'll definitely get a tornado warning. Like, yeah, I definitely expect to see some winds here. You might see up to 40 to 60 mile an hour winds coming through Fredericksburg really soon. But tornado threat looks extremely low. I don't think Washington's going to get hit hard as Fredericksburg, though. All right. What's next? Billings, Montana. Montana's kind of in a hot spot tonight. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but let me go ahead and pull up our tornado threat for tonight. And this is just our storm threat. Let me pull up our tornado threat. So right now, tonight, we have a 2% chance of tornadoes. And they just updated it again. Looks like they moved it south. So it looks like a lot of it got moved out of Montana now. So it looks like the tornado threat's going to be lowering in Montana now. Looks like it's going to be further south now, down into Colorado, Nebraska. Yeah. Man, Denver's literally in this. Wait, is that Denver? This is Colorado, right? Denver's right there. What state is that right there?
I see it could be this.
Is that Idaho?
Literally no way to get to.
Man, I need my states out west better. Yeah, this is where our 2% is right here. Oh no, let me get my map out. Oh, I'm so bad. Like I've never had to deal with storms. It's Wyoming. Okay. I've never had to deal with storms out here. I've never seen storms in Wyoming before. Actually, I did. I saw some tornado warnings there, but I've never prepared for Wyoming before. But yeah, Denver's out of it. So basically, it looks like most of our tornado threat's going to be in here. Wyoming today, basically this part. We had a tornado warning out here coming towards Casper the other day, just a couple weeks ago, but Wyoming wasn't even in our threat. So Billings, you're down here, and I think you're still in the 2% right now. Where was our tornado at? We were just looking at. You're by Big Tim or Laurel. So we have a tornado out there, big giant storm up in Montana, but I don't think it's coming towards you. Let's go pull that up real quick. So yeah, we have this big monster storm out here up by Hardin.
Look, there's the rainbow again.
Billings, yeah. You're good. You're in a good place right now.
You barely see it.
So like we have this big nasty storm out here east of you, right? And we've been seeing multiple tornadoes produce out of this thing. Looks like we're having another one wrapping up back here in the back as well. And then we have a really, really large rotation going on here in the front where the inflow is. Like this thing is just nuts. This storm is just cranking. Like we're seeing anywhere from like 60, 100 mile an hour winds of this storm at times too. Like this thing is just nasty. But this thing, you're good. That's not going to come through Billings. It's going the other way. But I don't want to say you're good for Billings tonight. We might have some more storms come back out here. So I definitely keep your phone nearby in Billings tonight. And just keep in touch. If we get a tornado warning area, we're going to be on it. We'll jump on it. All right.
Well, if we go all the way
Who's
north,
next?
this
Colorado.
I think just keep
All right, I did Fredericksburg.
cooking after that tornado warning.
It's cooking.
All right.
According to the warning. It's
Yeah,
55
hey,
miles
Three Amigos, how bad is it there? Are you getting like 60-mile-an-hour winds?
one option.
I just looked at the storm by your house. I was just there. Let me go back to it real quick. Look. You have some big velocities coming through Fredericksburg right now. I definitely think you might get up to 60-mile-an-hour winds there in Fredericksburg. So just stay away from your windows. You should be good. You shouldn't lose power, hopefully. But you have a pretty good bow echo coming in on you there in Fredericksburg. So you're probably going to see some crazy. I don't even know why they don't have this severe warning, to be honest. You can go ahead and call National Weather and chew them out for not giving you a severe warning for it. But yeah, it's big mean storms coming through there. Doesn't look like we have a tornado threat, but it's going to have some pretty strong winds, it looks like. All right, who do we got next here? Okay,
All right, Chad.
Retha Lavastier's asking about Colorado, and then Shane was asking. Oh, I didn't even talk about Ohio yet.
Are you chasing the rainbow?
Let me do Ohio, then I'll go to Colorado. I live in Ohio too, Shane. I haven't seen anything today. I think we had a little bit of rain. Let me see what's going on up there now, though.
Apparently, I am restricted right now.
Wow, we got a lot of rain in northern Ohio.
Stuff
That's about
near
it.
Nevada.
Kind of see here. We don't have any tornado threat in Ohio, but we definitely got a lot of rain up north and to the east, heading into Pennsylvania.
14.
You said Canton, right? I'm trying to remember where Canton is. I can't remember.
Well, doesn't want to sing somewhere. over the
Pittsburgh,
rainbow.
it's on your way.
I just don't.
You got some big storms coming into Pittsburgh right now.
Jen,
They're heading towards you. They're going to be there in about an hour.
Thank you
Lots of
for
rain, lots
the
of thunderstorms, it
supercells.
looks like.
Thank you guys. We're an hour away from that. Holy crap! Why is everything so far away from everything else out here? This is ridiculous.
They're complaining about Montana and Wyoming. Oh, those poor guys. I think you said Canton, Ohio, right?
They have their cameras, so
I ain't
that's
forgetting
a good
about you.
spot.
I'm gonna go out to I'll go out to New Mexico here in a minute. You said it's crazy in New Mexico right now? Shane, did you even say Canton, or were you just asking about... Yeah, Shane asked about Canton. You sure did. So you're way up north. Okay, so you definitely got a lot of rain up there. I mean, look at this. I mean, you're about to get hammered by big thunderstorms in Canton. I see zero tornado threat though. Yeah, there's like no rotation either. You're good. You're gonna get a lot of big storms coming through Canton for the next, I'd say, hour or so. All right, Colorado. We still got to go to Colorado. So now Colorado and New Mexico. Colorado has a severe thunderstorm right here. So they got a big monster storm out in Colorado right now.
Don't point over here.
They have a couple. Yeah, Colorado's got some stuff going. What part of Colorado are you talking about, Retha?
Nice.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. There's a bunch of storms coming to Pittsburgh. Nothing crazy though, right? It's just big thunderstorms. You don't have to worry about any tornadoes or anything like that in Pittsburgh. We got some big thunderstorms coming your way. I mean, you're going to see some really heavy rain out there for sure. These are all the big storms coming towards Pittsburgh right now.
Maybe head down there to them.
Tornado warning drops on that sucker.
Nothing Pittsburgh can't handle. You'll be fine. All right, so Colorado and New Mexico. So it looks like there's a bunch of rain in New Mexico, and there's this big thunderstorm that basically left New Mexico, and it's going towards Lubbock. Nothing crazy going on. I do want to check out these storms up here in Colorado, though, because you're actually in the tornado threat today in Colorado. So let's go check those out for you.
Well, whatever he was doing to show what was going on back there.
I haven't checked any of those tornado warnings recently, but it didn't look like they were heading towards any towns right now. So
Drove all the way up here
I think we're good temporarily. All right, so this is Denver. I mean, you got some big, nasty storm. I'm not sure what part of Colorado you're asking about, Retha, but if you're in Denver, you're good. I don't think you're going to see anything there. Tornado threats basically on the eastern, northeastern tip of Colorado.
You can see them on Madness all the way up there.
Let me pull it up again right here.
Nice.
This is where we're expecting to see. Anybody just now joining in here or just joined recently, this is where we're expecting to see our 2% chance for tornadoes tonight. Basically, good chunk of Wyoming, northeast tip of Colorado, and then the western tip of Nebraska, and a little bit of Montana up here still.
No, I thought someone.
And like we have a bunch of storms coming down through here right now. Like we have a bunch of storms in this 2% area right now. That's basically where we're live. Because we're seeing a lot of sporadic rotation and big supercells out here. Like right up here, we just had 3 tornadoes up here in Nebraska. And I think they're still producing.
What radar are you looking at that shows those storms at 50,000?
All right, let's go back to our tornadoes. Wait, do we have no tornado warnings? Oh, wow.
Radar now shows
We got no tornado warnings now.
in Echo Top. I think it was the
I don't know if I can believe that. Maybe we don't have any tornado warnings just because there's no houses nearby, maybe. This thing's definitely still got a tornado right here. I'm sorry. Oh, why is that not warned? It's heading right towards Busby. I mean, we got a big, massive rotation here, and I'm pretty sure it's... I think we still have a spin up here in the inflow that's touching down still. I'm almost positive we still got tornadoes going on with this storm. Let's get a good 3D view of it. Holy smokes, this thing is plumb wild. Sorry, I'm acting like Ryan Hall. It's plumb wild.
Yeah, big W again to Susan. Appreciate your support. Really appreciate your support.
Yeah, I mean, we got some really strong rotations in here. I mean, this whole storm's just absolutely nuts. We need to get
I'm kind of tired of this happening.
Bugsby's not even in the severe. Oh yeah, they are. Okay, Bugsby is in.
Aggravating.
Okay, so what they're calling out for Bugsby is.
We won't choose these targets anymore, guys.
What are they warning Bugsby with? Because it's coming. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and tennis ball size hail.
Just like every
That's what Bugsby's warned for, but I can guarantee you this thing's spinning up tornadoes in the front of it. It's heading right towards Bugsby. So they need to re-tornado warn this thing for sure. Busby. Let's look up Busby. This thing's moving pretty quick. Look, it's almost on top of Busby already. Poor guys. All right, let's find Busby. Busby, Nebraska. Why is it not showing? Am I looking at the right state? Busby? It is in Nebraska, right? Oh, no, this is Montana. My bad. Busby, Montana.
I saw you put it. I'm like, don't do it.
Busby, you guys need to take shelter. If anybody's in here in Busby, Nebraska, you guys need to take shelter for sure.
I don't know what the clapping
You have a
was
really strong storm coming.
I was trying to get your attention.
Oh my goodness, are these trailers? Oh no.
Oh my God.
This is not good. Why do they not have this tornado warned? Oh man, 100-mile-an-hour winds are going to demolish this trailers if it hits there.
Now that I've done this.
Oh my goodness,
Gone
guys.
live and then nothing happens.
This ain't good. For Busby.
Well, if we would've
I mean,
followed
this is
that-
literally
see,
coming right for Busby.
Hindsight is 20/20, obviously, but I'm like, I could
It's
have.
not even. It's too late.
Strong
To even
line,
call.
linear segment.
It's gonna be there any minute.
Followed that all the way down. Then I could have chased the tornado warnings in western Nebraska. I don't even have to be all the way up here. That's it. Yeah.
Colorado Springs is good, Reith. I was just looking at Colorado. I mean, there's a bunch of storms in Colorado, but there's none on top of Colorado Springs. I have friends that live there.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm really worried about Busby right now. They're about to get hit by a tornado,
I guess your dad knows.
and it's not even warned. I still have the radar up down here in Denver. Colorado. You had a pretty strong storm come through Colorado Springs. It looks like not too long ago.
Up there by the light, looks weak. And I'm down here, it looks even worse. I might
Hey, Retha, how were the winds that came through on that last storm? It said 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Did that actually hit you about 30 minutes ago? I'm curious if this one actually hit you, because it's basically, it might have went south of you. We got a storm right here.
Well, the double rainbow now
It's
showing up.
severe warned. I didn't know if this thing hit you or not.
See the double in the field.
But I don't see any more coming soon, but stuff may convex still, right?
Nice.
Deed
There's
River.
definitely a chance you might see another storm, but the tornado chance is really low in Colorado Springs tonight. I mean, it looks like you literally have rain forming right in front of Colorado Springs right now. So looks like you're about to get another little storm that's going to come through here in just a minute. It may get bigger, it may get smaller, but looks like we have a lot of convection happening over here in
That's
Colorado in
T-Brimmer.
these areas, basically around Denver and Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
So yeah, you did get hit pretty hard with some winds. Like right now, yeah, you don't have another severe storm coming at you, but you do have more rain convecting right in front of you. So hopefully it's not as bad, but we'll see. I'll keep this radar down here if you want to check in a little bit. You're in Sydney. Sydney where? If you guys are worried about an area, make sure you type the city and state.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, I know. I'm worried about those trailers, man. That storm needs tornado warned.
What?
Somebody call National Weather in Montana and tell them the tornado warn that storm, please. Or I could do it. I mean, it's too late. It's literally on top of Busby right now. Oh
That's
my
what I'm saying.
God,
If there
man.
was a
Why
west
is this
road
tornado warn?
off of this north-south highway somewhere, then I probably would already be on my way up there. But
So we're basically going to see 110-mile-an-hour winds on top of Busby right now.
Reckons?
I mean, this thing's been on the ground nonstop. This thing has been on the ground since I went
96
live.
miles,
This thing's
moving
been
at
touching
55
down.
miles an hour.
it's moving at 55 according to the warning.
It's
I
really
feel
taking
like I
a
kinda
shift to
believe
the south,
the
it looks
radar a
like.
little bit
And this
more,
thing's
though, in
hitting
this
Busby
scenario.
dead on,
I feel like
guys.
it's moving more like 40.
I feel really bad
Normally, I'd
about
be
this because
excited
it's
about
not
storms
tornado
this
warned.
early,
And there's so many trailers there. This could be a really serious situation here in Busby. And it's not even tornado warned.
You alright? What happened?
They're just staring at a rainbow out here somewhere. Where are they even at? They're in Wyoming, Gillette, Wyoming. Storm
Championship?
Rudder Media.
Split ship.
Oh.
Yeah, it's championship.
They're rainbow hunting right now.
Man, isn't it bright?
Rainbow hunting in Wyoming.
Look at this bright. Oh, rainbow.
Yeah. There's 100%
Yeah, we're not trying to
big damage
torture you
coming.
guys.
I don't really. I mean, I think our one option is that storm. I just don't know how to really get to it. So in that case, I really feel like we don't have any.
Hey,
options.
Google.
I think we're just kinda
Call Billings, Montana National Weather Service.
We're strapped.
a little bit. Might just have to unlist this stream and pretend it never happened, chat.
And there's all those little supercells that it was firing down there.
Where?
The one south of Billings. They're showing up early. They're showing up early, but they're there.
Montana National Weather
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer now, chat. We definitely should have played Montana today. So maybe I'll opt to play Montana tomorrow. Because for once, Wyoming didn't do anything. Normally it does.
Press 0 for weather.
Usually it does.
Administrative
But
questions. Press 1
when
for
we go,
meteorologist in
no.
charge. Press 2 for warning coordination meteorologist. Press
In other news,
3
we do have the entire. rainbow
I've
chat.
called them real quick.
Hey, what's up, Amar?
Hold on a sec, guys. I'll be right back. Calling National Weather. They need to at least send somebody out there to check on all those people. They're not even answering. There might not even be in the office. I don't know what's going on. I can't believe this is happening right now. Like this storm's clobbering this town. It's full of mobile homes and stuff. I mean, this thing is absolutely monstrous. I mean, it has an EF 1.3 strength from 9,000 feet up to 13,000 feet in this whole area, pretty much. It's going right on top of Busby. Not to mention, we also have 3 or 2.3 inch size hail.
Maybe that.
We don't even have a tornado warning. I mean, they have a severe saying up to, I think it says 70 mile an hour winds. Yeah. Tennis ball size hail and 70 mile an hour wind gusts. But, I mean, they're getting hit by the strongest and the most rotating part. I mean, this is just absolutely, it's literally on top of these campers right now.
What in the hell is happening?
This is probably even a debris ball here.
Yeah, this storm actually.
It's either debris or hail. That's probably hail. I don't know. That could be debris.
Oh, it does.
The hail core is more up in here. We have a pretty good signature of something right here.
Oh wow.
It's dropping these.
Man. I feel really bad for Busby because this is not good. I mean, this thing is violent.
So it's really annoying.
Let me check our wind speeds. It's showing
I'm gonna give it one more
71
scan.
miles an hour right
Really
here.
Nothing else to do down here. I'm 90% sure. Probably just head north up towards Broadus.
I don't know. It's looking kind of off on this scan right here.
Hey,
Stuff's not really matching up, but it looked pretty concerning the last couple scans. I just hope everybody's okay in Busby. Hey Scott, welcome to stream.
Because there's a cell blowing up right over town.
Sydney, Nebraska. Yeah, I'll check out for you, Jeff.
There's not. I was gonna say, I'll go up there, and if that just dies, I'm just gonna go west of Billings and go to bed.
I have a radar already. We just had some tornado warnings in Nebraska. We had a couple tornadoes, not just tornado warnings. We had 2 tornadoes on the ground at one time there in Nebraska just a little bit ago.
Rainbow.
It's actually a Wyoming radar, but we are looking at the storms in Nebraska.
It's in 50 knots of deep layer shear.
So
55.
we have 2 rotating storms here. And you're asking about, this storm's literally about to hit you in Sydney, buddy. You need to get in your shelter quick. It's not tornado warned, but I wouldn't say shelter. Get away from your windows, get in your innermost room, like a bathroom with no windows, just an inner room of the house, right? Because this storm that produced the tornado is literally coming right into Sydney right now. It'll be there any minute. It may go south of you, but yeah, I mean, look, this is where our tornadoes were, just up here, Scott. So this storm literally came down through here, and the tornadic part of the storm is coming right over top of Sydney right now, here in like the next 5-10 minutes. And it's still rotating here, kind of repeats.
Alright.
I'm going to say they don't look as tight, and we got another pretty good area of rotation right here. We have 2 really good areas of rotation here. This one's really broad, but you're probably definitely going to see some crazy winds in Sydney.
That is true.
And then the rotation's looking really broad here, but it looks pretty strong.
What did we miss?
I know we don't have a tornado warning right now, but I'm just going to say, yeah, I'd say you don't need to be in a basement, right? You don't want to be in a camper or mobile home. You want to be in a sturdy house and away from the windows, just in case this thing decides to spin up right on top of you in Sydney.
We might have been on those too. You just never know.
There's 3 areas of rotation on this storm that was just producing tornadoes. We got like a big broad area here by Pete's. We got one right here that's right on top of Sydney almost, and then we got the 3rd one up here by Brownson.
Development up to the north is decent.
There's 3 areas of rotation here. And here you can take a. It's easier to see them with this, right?
Yeah, these are blowing up here now.
We got one here, we got one here, and then we got one down here.
But we're gonna see.
This makes it the in-rot makes it a little easier to see them. So we have 3 areas of rotation right now. They're 2 of them are coming right towards Sydney. And then these aren't weak. Like these things are rotating strong right now. Like these could end up tornado warned at any moment. They're on top of Bronson and Sydney. So don't mess around. Get in your shelter. I'm pre-warning you because they're about to get tornado warned again most likely, or could drop a tornado then get warned after, right?
I know we're not rainbow chasers, but just look up.
And then yeah, all these tornado reports that we had up here. Like we had actual chasers on these storms, and they were saying these were touching down, right? Storm chaser reports tornado touchdown south of Potter around 7:24 p.m. So that was like 35, 40 minutes ago. This was on the ground. And then another one, storm chaser reports tornado touching down again. And then up here we had storm chaser reports tornado on the ground briefly, and other reports just intermittent touchdowns.
5 minutes away from this new area.
That was up in Shane, Nebraska. So this thing's been producing tornadoes left and right the last hour or so. I'm glad I got to you just now, Scott, or Jeff, because you're in Sydney. Definitely, I feel like it could really help you right here, Jeff, because it's looking pretty scary in Sydney, man. Yeah, just make sure you get in a safe space in your house until these storms pass through. Probably for like the next 20 minutes at least.
Something's trying to pop, Sony.
I don't know why they're not tornado warned. They should still be tornado warned, to be honest.
These are our new updrafts right here, and that one's gonna look bad.
I don't know what's going on out here today, but they're just like dropping tornado warnings and not leaving them.
Yeah. The anvil out ahead of it. No, anvil, don't kill the super.
Poor Busby just got
don't do it.
hit really hard. There's a whole bunch of trailers out there. I'm really worried about Busby.
You guys see the Armada stuff?
Let me go check on Busby again.
Good to see you.
Cool Armada clouds off to our east.
Yeah, well, if there's one good thing about our chase today, it's gorgeous.
So this thing already passed through Busby with the strong rotation, and now we got basically tennis ball size hail on top of Busby now, sadly. I mean, it looked like the inflow was the most dangerous part of this storm, where we're seeing lots of rotation. Like up in here, we've seen repeat rotations on this inflow right here of touchdowns. Like I know I've seen a tornado on the inflow this at least 3 times in the last hour. You know, not long-term tornadoes, but it looked like we're having brief spin-ups. Nothing really condensed way up high in the sky. All the rotation's been, you know, anywhere from like 3,000 feet up to about 15, 20,000 feet. It's been lower level rotations on this one. But yeah, Busby's already been hit. The damage is done. I mean, this rotating storms went directly on top of Busby, and I hope everybody's okay. I tried to call National Weather. They need to send out emergency services to make sure everybody's okay out there. This is pretty rough for Busby right now. All they got is a 70-mile-an-hour warning and tennis ball size hail warning.
That's a knee slapper right there.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, this could definitely be stronger than 70-mile-an-hour winds right here.
My brain is so
Can't know
small,
for
I
sure,
couldn't
but
pick that up that was a joke.
What radar am I even looking at that? Really? That's the closest radar is KPP.
I mean, that could be a debris signature right here.
Giant radar hole here.
Right where I was saying we're having touchdowns on the inflow before it gets to the hail core. Look at this. We might have a debris ball right here. This could be part of Busby up in the air right here. I mean, this looks bad, to be honest. This looks really, really concerning to me.
We just need no radar holes.
Like if I take a look at these two, I'm saying that's a big debris ball.
Even better. Off the anvil of our supercell.
Yeah, that's a debris ball. I'm almost positive that's a debris ball. And there's a tornado on the ground still, and it's not even warned. I'm pretty sure there's still a tornado on the ground, and it's not even warned. This is so bad. I think Busby just got hit by a tornado.
It looked pretty too for a while.
I mean, you guys can clearly see where the rotation is. You can clearly see where we have an elevated area of debris, right? Let's actually take a cut out of this, see if we can see. Can't believe this thing's not tornado warned.
You want to? No, I'm just asking. Probably should, but I'm just asking for sure.
Oh, that was from the other area. Remember when I said there's another, looked like another debris ball out there? So our debris scans from too far back for some reason. Doesn't want to show me our current. So right here, if that was a debris ball, it's showing that debris has been lifted all the way up to about 13,000 feet in that area. If that was an actual debris ball.
We'd appreciate it.
And up to 20,000 feet with lighter debris. Yeah, I don't know why it's not tornado warned. I mean, best case scenario, this is basically just like 100-mile-an-hour winds, right? All I can say is this is not good for Busby. Like, they got hit by something fierce. Like, they either got hit by a tornado or they got hit by like 100-mile-an-hour inflow straight line winds. One or the other. Like, it's not good for them. But it's really looking like this is a debris ball here, to be honest. I really think that's debris.
These are the cells that we're headed north towards. I think this might just, honestly, might be the start of another linear segment. But
I mean, the scans look kind of funky too right here. Like, we don't have gate-to-gate shear, but we have a really strong pocket right here. 70 miles an hour one way. And, like, it's just sort of like missing blocks here. I'm not sure what's supposed to be here. Wait, no, it's not missing right here. Look. Let me check our wind speeds here. They're not really close together. But I'm just wondering if this is maybe hail that's making it look spread out. Because there is a hail core there. So look, you see we see the rotation here one way and we see the rotation here the other way, but we also have a big hail core in between, so it could be throwing off the radar, right? But on this direction we have winds going this way 76 miles an hour. Then this way we have winds going this way 57. So it's basically like 130 mile an hour rotation in this area here. Is it on the ground? Most likely. I think it was on the ground most likely, but we don't have proof. I mean, well, the debris ball pretty much says. I think this was on the ground.
as we continue to head north,
I would have left it tornado warned just to be safe, because you can't really tell with this big hail core in the way, but it sure looks like a tornado just went through Busby.
it'll be a bit of a drive.
I just hope everybody's okay. Got so many campers or trailers in this town. We got a tribal school. Is this like an Indian reservation? It's a
Still
tribal
40
school.
minutes from Broadus right now.
Great, the storm has 40 minutes to do something before we kill it.
There's a Mennonite Church Road. I lived on a road that name before.
Do you guys have any idea of like plans for tonight?
We are looking into Billings. I think Garrett's checking on something real quick, but I think that's where we were leaning towards.
Yeah, these are all trailers. Oh my God, those are, at least they're new.
Copy that.
Those are those pre-built house trailers, right?
At this point, just considering if this doesn't do anything,
They're like double wides, I think.
Billings is a bad option.
I'm thinking a double wide can handle 100-mile-an-hour winds, but I don't know if that was on the ground. It's not good.
If we do that,
But from what I'm seeing, guys, this looks really bad for Busby.
This late in the day, but if I can
Looks really bad.
get you guys something, I'll try.
I did not want to see this. I really wish this didn't happen, but yeah.
Yeah, it's an early shot. This Brodus thing. We know what the west stop is. It's just a wind back. Maybe we get a shower cloud out of it. But yeah, if anything, this doesn't work. We just shoot west, intercept the line, and draw today.
What just happened?
What do you mean?
We just jumped up like 200 people. Welcome in, guys. You join us, head north to Broadus, Montana, headed towards another potentially developing supercell.
Yeah, that thing's got a crazy mess up.
You can clearly see how this thing's rotating here. I mean, it's getting a lot of interference with the hail core there, it looks like. My goodness.
The left splitter.
All right.
Right?
The radar's calling out EF 2.6 right here from 8,000 feet.
Never mind. You're talking about the severe warning to the northwest.
That's just the radar reading, but
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. If there was a way to get to it, I'd get to it, but there isn't, unfortunately.
this is in Montana. Pretty sure we just had a tornado go through Busby, Montana, and it was a big one.
No, what do you say?
I'm hoping it wasn't, but it really looks that way. I mean, we have really strong velocities out here. I mean, you can't deny the rotation.
10 miles, Broadus 43.
I mean, this thing's been... I mean, I can play the end run all the way through as it came through Busby. It was tornado warned at once.
Yeah, it's looking like
They
something
dropped
ahead,
it.
That's for sure.
It came right directly over top of Busby.
It is certainly looking like something. We'll have to just see what that something is once we can actually get up underneath this.
This is a weather radar we're looking at right here, and we have some really big severe storms going on right now.
Towards the Brodus storm, and then if it looks like
Let me
I'm still looking pretty good. We can just drop max out, get out ahead of it.
see, what county is this in? I want to try to pull up the police reports there, see if we're hearing anything. I'd feel much better about this if I knew that it wasn't as bad as it looked. Let me look at Colorado again. I know we just warned, we have somebody up there, or Sydney, Nebraska. Jeff Jones is in Sydney, Nebraska. He just had 2 tornadic storms come right by him.
Once we get onto the Montana side, it might say Broadus for all I know.
I don't know if you're still here, Jeff, but these storms don't look as bad as they were. They're still rotating, but they don't look as bad as they were.
Assuming it gets after dark.
I will say though,
Yeah, it looks like the worst point was right when I looked at it for you. We had some really strong rotations back there. It looks like they kind of weakened since then slowly.
Try to be optimistic about it.
Okay, well, let's figure out.
and if the bolt shear is stronger,
All right, I'm going to try to get on police scanners, and
guys get organized as well.
I'm not sure what county that is. I'm going to find out.
Let's.
Figure out how we want to do this, River.
Okay. I'm all ears.
Do we want to get them something?
If we're.
Yes or no?
Yeah, we can.
Because if we do that, we're going to have to do the.
We got a lot of power outages in Ohio. What's going on up there?
8 points.
Yeah.
25,000 houses up in Cuyahoga County. It's up in Cleveland.
They tried to do it. They try. I've been noticing that sometimes.
Them storms get cranked up in there, I'm guessing. I've heard that like the storms will get up near the Great Lakes and they get a lot of warm water, and it really magnifies up the storms sometimes. It's been a pretty common thing to happen.
One ring.
All right, so let's find out exactly where Busby is.
Fine by me. You can do that, and then would we be also staying at the same one?
Nope. Well, I mean, I can try to get the
So
same one.
it's not in the last county.
I can look. I mean,
It's the one before that piece comes down. So Busby's in Rosebud County. There's just 0 power outages there right now. But I'm gonna try to get on the police scanners in Rosebud County.
Well, that's how I'll call before I do it. See if they have any 2 queens available.
Rosebud County, Montana.
You can do that if you want to, but it seems like lately the trend is they tell you no.
I mean, this thing's still rotating really good in the front. The inflow is.
I'm trying.
Doesn't really look like it's. Oh my gosh! Look at this already. Look. I got to the audios. Look, Rosebud County's in yellow.
In the summer.
That's not good. That's not good.
No, I'm just saying. Those are lower than they usually are, especially that one.
Yeah.
Because that's how expensive the road is.
Fire department on a scene of traffic crash with a fatality. What?
I also did.
Just now noticing there's
5/29/25. Oh, that's.
a nice saucer shape.
I don't know. That was a while back.
Storm.
Yeah.
I've listened to these police scanners before.
Once you get into the shade a little bit more,
It says no feeds available for this area.
129, you said.
I thought I saw one too.
Hey, Southeast Montana, just do something before I say that.
No, there's a 157. That's what you saw, I think. Or maybe you saw a 177.
Okay, I could have swore I saw 129, but not the same.
You want me to call them and see if they'll do that?
You can. I'm just like, I don't know how you be able to just call them and be like, hey, if I book this as a 1 gig, can you upgrade it? Like, is that what you'd ask them?
Yeah, see if they have any 2 pay rooms available.
I don't know what county. Rosebud County, Montana live audio feed.
Custom to a free upgrade.
But I'm just
It's
saying.
asking you to become a feed provider for this area.
Then you've got a 1 gig room that neither of us can really use because we both got
Right,
TVs.
so I said, so then
This storm is still going strong right here. So went through Busby. Looks like it's coming towards Bernie now.
What it sounds like you're saying is you're going to call and ask if they have any 2 queens available, period. Like, sure, maybe they have a 2 queen available. Then you book the
What other counties nearby?
Back and you say, hey, can I get that changed? What happens when they say no? Like, we're not going to allow you to do that. Because at the end of the day, it's up to the front desk person. Like, you could get somebody who's just not going to play ball with you, and it's just going to say no.
Hey, what's up, Jacob?
That's my concern. Is that if they
La Plata?
I guess you have a point. I just feel like it's worth more of a shot than.
Yeah, M80. This is GR2 analyst. I'm using multiple things, and we're basically keeping an eye on the severe weather right now. If anybody just hopping in or recently joined in or hadn't been here that long, this is where we have a chance for tornadoes tonight. There's a 2% risk for tornadoes here in southeastern Montana, good chunk of Wyoming, parts of Nebraska, and a little bit of Colorado. That's what we're dealing with, the severe weather in that area right now. That's what we're up to.
I'm looking to book a 2 queen room, and if I book the 2 queen room or a 1 king room right now, is there any?
Let me see Rosebud County Police Department.
Yeah, I'll book it on the phone with them if they say yes. She says yes.
Okay. I don't know if they do the Explorer or not, but give it a shot. Hey, welcome in, Molly.
Because if I look there,
probably been saying it wrong this whole time, but I don't know. It's okay. It happens. Oh, nice lightning.
What if I do?
I'm trying to find something. Radiostation.net. Beaverhead EMS.
Come on, severe one this cluster. Make my
Busby.
You know what? At
There's
least
no
the
rosebud.
side of this highway is smoother.
So I got Lake County Police, Jefferson City,
For that.
Hardin Volunteer, Park County,
But I believe we do have a
Yellowstone.
supercell over here. It's very high base, but it exists.
Yeah, it seems like the area is really underdeveloped. There's just really nothing out there. I'm looking for all the counties. I found some scanners for Montana, but
You guys are enjoying the stream.
Bighorn,
Please make sure
Powder
you smash
River,
that like
Custer.
button, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell.
Yellowstone's probably the closest one. Try Yellowstone.
This is Tanya Wilvis. At Delta Dental, Ohio, we've been building brighter futures and supporting local businesses in our communities for over 40 years. We champion initiatives that enhance the health and well-being of those in our communities. And we encourage
Hey,
new
thank you,
ideas
Christopher.
to improve the
How you doing, Mason? Welcome to the stream. La Pata.
We
What
hold ourselves to high
are you
ethics.
asking about in La Pata?
Have the
Is that
courage to
a
do what's
town you're
right.
concerned about,
We
or
make customer service our number one
make sure
priority.
if you're worried about your area, make sure you type in your city and state
Vibrant communities for all.
so we can get a heads up. I can check it out for you.
Sean on the side of the road.
No, I didn't, but it didn't jump.
They just severe
I
warning.
didn't see it either until like because I was just like yawning and I had like my hand on my forehead and then all of a sudden there's a deer a foot from
I think I have Yellowstone EMS right here. Haven't heard anything yet. Let's take a look at tomorrow. So tomorrow we have a 2% pretty much in the same area. My goodness. So yeah, we still have a risk for basically, yeah, tornadoes in the same exact areas tomorrow. Looks like it's stretching over a little bit more west in Nebraska and South Dakota. Did you, Jacob? You said you made that video for how to read radars and stuff. Did you get that one done yet? Jacob's working on a video for how to read the radar, basically. Something I've needed to do for a long time because I know you guys come in here and you just like, I'm like talking about a storm and looking at all this crazy stuff. You're like, what is that? You know, it's like really helps to know if you watch a short video on it. Awesome. That's good, Jacob. I'm glad you made a video. What is all this mess they just put on top of this now? Ping pong ball size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And this one says this one still says 2-inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So we have double warnings on this guy right here. So those are just normal severes. These are severe destructive warnings. Looks like we have another one over here too. That one just expired though. We just had it expire. Okay. Storm looks like it's finally starting to weaken a little bit. Either that or it's getting too far. No, but still not that far from the radar. We're seeing at 8,000 feet. I mean, it's still got some good rotation in it. Not nearly as bad as it was, but we still got some rotation right in here. Yeah, pretty big hail. I mean, this storm lost a lot of its hail. Looks like the storm's gotten a lot smaller, to be honest. Looks like it got a lot smaller. But still a really good sized storm, though. I mean, it's still going up to about 50,000 feet, or no, it's almost up to 60,000 feet. It's just the severe part's gotten a bit smaller. And we still have this area of rotation right in there. It's still rotating. All right, let's bounce around a little bit. Let's go back down to Nebraska.
Engine 4, medical.
Looks like Nebraska's rotations aren't nearly as bad as they were either still. Still got some pretty good velocities over here, though. Just came through Dalton. Heading towards Oshkosh.
Patient's going to be on the east side of the park between the tennis courts. Caller's security will be on scene. Patient is a 55-year-old female, conscious and breathing. Patient's intoxicated, was passed out on the sidewalk, was not well. Patient's not alert, use task force.
Well, that's not having anything to do with the storm, I'd say. That's the police department in Yellowstone. Yellowstone's not that close to where Busby was, but it's not too far away. And we're starting to get quite a bit of rotation up here by Colstrip now. So Busby's right there. Yellowstone's over here somewhere. At least I thought I seen Yellowstone close. Not that far.
East dog was left at this location. It's requesting contact.
This thing's still got some really strong inflow. Looks like we're getting we might have a little spin up happening right here as well. We still got a really strong inflow going in here, and it looks like we have a really tight little baby. We might have a little brief spin up tornado right in here. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Man, this storm just keeps producing. Enrot's looking, it's just such a tiny little rotation. It's kind of off of the radar there. How you doing, Primjabai? Primjabai? Is it Primjabai? I tried to say her name. I'm sorry. English is my native language. Primjabai. I think that's how you say it. Primjabai. How you doing, Shane? Falcon Punch TV. Where are you at, Falcon Punch? Whereabouts are you located? Did you just get hit by a storm? Hard. Oh, you're in New Zealand. Are you getting hail over there? I know you can have New Zealand. That's home of the Path of Exile. Good old New Zealand. Grinding Gear Games is there. Big gaming developing company. Let's look at Colorado too. We haven't looked down at Colorado in a bit. Yeah, it's winter right now. Doesn't look too much is convecting over Denver anymore. It looks like it's trying. Looks like a bunch of scattered little rain clouds. I'm still trying to find a county that would be close to Flathead Park, Roosevelt, Jefferson, Beaverhead. It's a big Horn lost power at 73 houses. Still says 0 out in Rosebud. So I'm hoping maybe nothing happened. But it does say 73 out in Bighorn, so it's a little odd. Try to think what storm went through that area.
Copy that you are en route to this burglary alarm at 7310 Entryway Drive. Still gathering for grade 367.2 that way is covered. All right. 10-1.
So I believe there was a severe destructive back here. Yeah. So this storm went through that town right in here. We got 73 power outages in that town right now. But 0 from the storm up here in that went through Busby. Looks like things have calmed down a little bit. Yeah. They're in Biddle, Montana.
Yeah.
Might as well stay someplace.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do one on the point, and then I'm going to do one on the north.
And then we'll just split it down. 50.
Okay, call it even. Oh, sometimes they actually let you
Biddle,
play for the-
Montana.
Sometimes you can actually use some points.
Let's find out where they're headed.
Points and some money. It's okay. You can just go ahead and use points.
Okay. No, I figured, but I just didn't realize they let you do that. I've never seen an option.
Yeah, I did that a couple weeks ago. Somewhere. One of the times I stayed. Might have been the night I stayed in San Angelo after I followed that storm all the way down after you and Freddie and them diverted back up to OKC.
Wish I knew which direction they're going. Are they going north or south? They're going north. Oh, they're heading towards that storm that went over Busby. They're literally driving up that direction. Yeah, so they're down in here somewhere. I can see Biddle.
Whoops, I messed up.
What?
Should have probably done this.
That was the 129 that I saw.
That was the 129 you saw, yes.
Yeah, they're heading right towards that storm, I believe. Let me see if I can locate Biddle a little better.
My bad.
That's okay. It happens. Thank you for the blessings.
Brados.
Chad. I appreciate
It's
it.
only on the French race here. That's
Oh,
what
they're right in here somewhere. Yeah, they're right here in Biddle.
I wonder why they only do some of
So they're driving up through here north. The actual Busby storm's over here.
So we're good now. Okay. I'll have to
So
think
they're
about
kind of
that.
running up on these storms right here, it looks like.
Okay. I went
Really
ahead
don't
and
see much
grabbed,
rotation on those.
the
These storms back here are rotating still, though, pretty good.
Or 7-8, excuse me.
The one out, those storms out front, they aren't rotating too much, but these are. I don't know where they're headed.
Copy that. Appreciate you for doing that. And 7-8 is a lot better than 150 last night.
Very true.
Oh man, that's crazy. Sent animals out to sea. I just did my research because I'm trying to get into typhoons and hurricanes and stuff for the off season, and
Very much.
I found out that Australia gets like 100 tornadoes a year. I didn't check for New Zealand though.
We very much appreciate that.
Big W to Alfred in the chat, guys.
Major W Alfred in the chat, guys. That's going to go a long way. Everything you guys are contributing is going to go a long way. We're going to be spending several days up here, so we're going to have several days of more expensive gas, more expensive lodging. So it'll get put to proper use, trust me. Go ahead and update.
I'm not sure, Misty.
Copy
that. Big preach.
Night might be over. We'll see what happens.
Thank you again, Alfred. Really appreciate that.
I really want to know what happened in Busby though.
Appreciate everybody's support, not just today, but every day.
How in the world do we play this?
We just drive into it.
snack for a little bit here. How you doing, Aziz?
Our cell's going basically due east, almost.
Which one? Oh, that one?
The tornado possible tag.
Oh, that's better for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we want to accept it, that's better for us.
If we lose you guys, it should be brief.
We are going into a town. I hope not. We do have family.
Max Velocity was talking about the tornado we seen the other night. I don't know who all was here, but we seen a couple tornadoes. Was it the night before? Not last night, night before. Yeah, we had multiple tornadoes out in Texas between Waco and like San Antonio. And Max mentioned the one that we saw out there. The one that got PDS warned. Only one of them got PDS warned, but there was multiple tornadoes that happened out there. It's crazy. It was like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning we were streaming.
This road's got some tire rust on it, that's for sure.
Well, there's multiple ones we've seen.
I don't know, what do you think? You may not have connection right now.
You found that other one too. After we turned the stream off, it was just a short one.
It's right here. Well, that's
It's cooked.
Do you think just go west?
Yeah, I guess just go west and yeah, I think west is best.
They're gonna drive west towards this storm we're looking at right here.
You think west is the best? Glad you got that off your chest. I'm gonna go to Billings and get some rest.
This thing maintains to keep spinning up on the front of the storm here. I mean, it looks like it's gotten a lot weaker, but it's still doing its thing.
Bars? Rap?
Where do bars and rap have anything to do with each other?
You've never heard someone say that before?
Bars?
You do like a rhyme?
You do not want to hear me attempt to freestyle.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. We're listening.
What is that?
No, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do.
Entertain us,
You yelled at
please.
So now it's one of y'all's turn.
Mm-hmm. Is he gonna rap? Is he gonna rap about tornadoes?
Come on, do something right there. Spin something up and do something out of the stupid ordinary.
I'm not gonna curse this world all time. I'm doing a freestyle right now.
I mean, I may have already been cursed by DL, so.
My curse will not last much longer.
I mean, you just gotta wait till they get to come watch it. It's gonna happen eventually.
Garrett, I feel like you're good at freestyling.
I don't think there's a whole lot of people online right now.
I am Slim Shady. I do rap. But it takes a lot to get me to rap.
There's actually 100 people watching right now. There's quite a few, but like
KDDL can beatbox.
these storms are in like the middle of nowhere, right?
Yes.
So we got like a
I
smaller
mean,
crowd than
last
normal,
time
but
I
yeah.
did rap, I had to set a super check over
If anybody's wanting to know how to read the radar,
last time I did that.
Jacob, which is Mr. Tornado, he made a video on how to read it.
You know what? It works.
Dude, I would listen to a Slim Shady song. I feel like you should make a rap song.
It's bouncing all around for me.
I know, Chad.
Produce it for you.
Chad, do I need to make a Slim Shady song? Yeah, though, see, I can't use Slim
Yeah,
Shady
check out
because that's
Jacob's
already
channel.
done,
He's
right?
working on, he's starting up on his storm videos.
Everything that I make off that
Yeah, I
album
suggested him to make a video on how to read the radar, and that's what he
I
did.
feel like that's just
So-
disrespectful to Eminem.
Yeah, I get DL said disrespectful Eminem, so I don't want to do that.
I haven't watched it yet, but I'm sure it's good because Jacob knows how to read a
I
radar.
don't know, be slim guy.
Slim Sleepy.
Slim Doodle, Eli says.
Slim Noodle.
DL's laughing his butt off. I should. DL says Slim Sleepy.
Why are we 3 hours away from Billings? Why is everything so
2.5.
far away? It's essentially 3.
Sigma Slim.
Slim Sigma. There we go.
Good lord.
The Quackboy, the Quabacoy,
Big Sigma.
I think that's how you say your name. We're in. Let me just go ahead and show you what we're dealing with
Full
tonight.
Sigma.
Kind of our areas of our situation tonight.
That's from a movie.
I know.
This is tomorrow, right? We have 2% chance for tornadoes in this area tomorrow.
To do what?
Nebraska,
Oh,
South
I'm mistaken.
Dakota,
Yeah.
Colorado, no, that's Wyoming, and Montana. This is for tomorrow. Tonight, we're pretty much in the same area.
That's from a movie.
So we're basically covering these areas where we have a bunch of thunderstorms that are capable of producing tornadoes tonight. So we're basically watching this area. So we're kind of watching southeast Montana, parts of Wyoming right now, and
You
Nebraska.
call me Mr. Bombusty.
No, it's not. It's.
Got multiple radars here. This one's basically
Oh my God, it's not busty, bro.
in Montana here. And all these storms are rotating. They all look pretty rotating. They're not looking healthy at all for
Okay,
anybody's
apparently I'm driving
situation.
through the trees on the
I'm
left
sure we
side.
could see a tornado out of this whole area of storms right here at some point in time in the future, probably.
I didn't even know these storms are the west.
Then we got some more storms that we're looking at over here.
Yeah.
In
well, I figured
Nebraska,
through the storms to the
basically
west.
in
Our
Nebraska
ETA is
and
going to
Colorado.
right now,
So we got a couple storms down in here that are severe
That's
warning.
not too
Got a little bit of rotation here in Nebraska.
bad. I mean, the thing is like we're like basically where.
Kind of
we
getting
need to
into a
get
radar
tomorrow,
on this
hopefully,
one. It's kind of in between
which is not
radars.
too bad.
so.
And then we have a third radar over here in Colorado.
8 hours away.
I don't think Colorado knows what it's doing. It never does.
I would go
Like
8.
Colorado's just that state that has the mountains and the wind and the rain, and it just gets all. This is like the blender for the storms, right?
Severe cells over here.
Colorado's the blender. It preps the storms.
Yeah.
I mean, this one
We got some big, strong storms here that are severe warned us too as well. And these are still in Colorado. I mean, these are basically the storms that are going to Nebraska. It goes all the way up here from Nebraska down in here to Colorado. So this line of storms here is a big bunch of troublemakers that we're keeping an eye on.
No, the one that had that. The
Like this storm's looking really strong here by Yuma and Neckley.
I didn't even know there was a tour possible one. I didn't even know a tornado was possible.
The one that went through Deer Lane.
Oh, okay, yeah, but that one's like gonna be south of the road though, right?
Yeah, it'll probably stay just south. If not, it'll probably get over here later.
Damn it, my phone thinks I'm in the grass.
Still 0 power outages in Rosebud. 73 in this other county. Bighorn.
Alright, guys, let's see. Is there actually there is a highway right there that if the storm may beat us to it. I think it will. If it was slowing down enough, we could have beat it to this highway right here. 484.
Where does that drop south out of? Ashland?
Pretty close to Ashland.
Okay. Yeah, no, we're not. We're not going to
Because
be.
these are.
You know what? I'm just gonna call. I'm gonna call the Busby Police Department and see if everything's okay. I don't see any power outages out there.
Like, guaranteed.
And I'm hoping that wasn't a tornado. Maybe it was just really screwed up from the hail, right?
They get down there on it.
Nobody got hurt, but
I just found a forest
that storm out there
not too far called
looked
BLM.
really fierce.
No, I'm serious.
And if not a single house lost power out there
It says
in
that
Busby,
right.
that's just a miracle.
No, I'm serious.
Because like even if it wasn't on the ground, right? Like that was.
Why is it called that?
Where's that at?
It's literally like for some reason my radar shows that, and it's.
I mean, and they also had like 4-inch size hail. And that county has 0 power outages. Like I don't know how they pulled that off, unless maybe the reporting thing's down. Maybe the power got taken out on the thing that reports all the power outages. I don't know. But I'm gonna find out. So I'm gonna actually call the police department there in Busby and make sure everything's okay. Because I can't get it out of my mind. Like I want to know.
I need to run up the hill.
Because from what I looked at, it looks like we watched a big strong storm go through Busby, and it did not look good. There's a bunch of campers there.
Except for
Anybody's just showing up. I'm gonna show you real quick what I'm talking about. So up here in Montana, up here in Montana, this big storm right here basically went through Busby about
I wonder if there's more of the deer to
right here. Went through Busby about an hour ago, maybe or less.
This is that storm right there.
And this thing's just cranking. It's a big monster storm. Like it went right through Busby, the hail core and all.
Man, you're coming
And this isn't no little storm. Like this thing is massive. Show a 3 view of it.
Sticking out of it.
Yeah, like this thing was an absolute monster of a storm, and it came right through Busby.
I would not be able to
We've had a rotation on that inflow the whole time we were watching it.
Wait, what? That's what the deer tick prevention meeting.
You know, that's basically where I think we would have had a tornado, like right in here.
I can't remember.
If not, I would think we would have had at least like 100-mile-an-hour winds with that storm coming through.
It makes you allergic.
Anyway, and it was raining for 70, but I think it would have been anywhere from 60 to 100 mile an hour for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and call the police department there. I'm gonna check on, see if everybody's okay, see if they got hit or not. Like, yeah, here's our in-routes as it came through town. Like, this thing was just a big, mean storm, and it came right through Busby. And yeah, we don't have any kind of like police scanners out there or nothing, so I'm gonna find a phone number for a police officer in Busby or Rosebud County and see if everything's okay. Because yeah, I connected to the Yellow Springs police scanner, and all I heard was about like some drunk woman or something.
Fearless Wolf, thank you again for your super chat.
A little bit of rotation down here.
Not gonna lie, the
A little
stretch
bit up
is-
here. These storms are still being a little wild out here.
No, I'm almost wondering what this is coming north toward the road.
Look at
the
this
one
too. We
that's
got a
just
big,
in front of that.
good bit of rotation right here.
I wonder
These storms
if
are looking
that
wild.
is what we're seeing towards
These
south.
storms are all looking wild
Plus
here.
it's blasting
Lots of
towards the
rotation on them.
Let's figure this out. Wake me up before you wake me up.
Oh, I know. I heard it's really picking up in Canada this year. Like Canada's seen way more
I don't think that's the storm. I think
tornadoes
that's
this year in a
the
long
storm
time.
over the road right now.
I was reading about that. I mean, Montana isn't far from Canada.
It was like an orange creamsicle outside.
I think that might be the storm down there.
I think that's this one coming.
Storm Monterey is going west. They're heading towards this storm.
Hey, that was a kind of
They're heading towards the Busby storm right now.
cloud to cloud. I couldn't see
I don't know if they're looking at it.
That was cool.
I don't know if that's it right there.
Cool.
They're driving west. They're still in. No, they're.
I was gonna say, the
Hold on, I'll find out where they're at.
Yeah, I know. I thought I was about to see an Instagram reel there for a second.
I don't know why. For some reason,
Hey,
I got
Google.
a bolt and then my left hand was like,
Call the
oncoming
police
traffic
department
right
in
there.
Rosebud County.
Oh, good.
Oh, that didn't work.
You see the one right in front of us there.
I'm about to Google it. All right, let me see where they're at now. They're heading west, though.
It is kind of funny. I was like,
All right, so they're in Brodus, Montana.
hey, at least the lightning's picking up, though. We got something here.
Yep, they're right here. They're in Brodus.
Yes, sir. You guys are enjoying
Can't
the
miss it.
lightning.
They're heading
Please
west.
Smash that like button. See if we
They're
can
good.
get
They're
this
like-
thing to 1,500 likes here. We'll see if we
They're
can
probably
at
like
least do that.
45 minutes to an hour away from the storm that went through Busby, but I mean, they're driving that way. That's beautiful out there in Montana, though. I tell you what, it sure is pretty. How do I pronounce your name? Becoy? Becoy? I say it right? Becoy. Becoy. I think I'm saying it right. Welcome to the stream. It's nice to meet you. Glad you stopped in. You can hang out as long as you want. We'll be here for a little while. Alright, I'm gonna Rosebud County Police. Bud County, Montana Police Department phone number.
Apparently, it's the Bureau of
Alright.
Land Management.
Rosebud County Sheriff's Office. Okay, I'm gonna call them now.
Oh, that makes sense.
Do you want me to do the call on speakerphone?
Just realized I probably should have gotten gas in Broadway or Broadus.
Broadway?
Whatever, same diff.
Why? Is there not a gas station for a long time?
Oh, no, there is one. It just means I'm gonna have to gas up in the middle of a storm, probably.
Where's the next gas station, Ash?
Announcement 4. Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Oh,
Please
come
check
on.
the number and dial again. Announcement 4.
How do I get a Verizon Wireless and it hangs up on me when I try to call the police department? There's Northern Cheyenne Tribal Police. So this is like a tribal area. Let's try calling the tribal police. I just can't. I ain't gonna be able to go to sleep tonight unless I find out everybody is okay. And if nobody answers, that's even gonna make me more suspicious and worried. Like they might have called everybody out there to help.
Northern Time Police Department.
Hey, yeah, this is Nader Chews from YouTube. I do weather and stuff on YouTube. I just seen a really big storm go over Busby. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay over there.
So you're a weather stop for...
Yeah, I do weather forecasting. And it wasn't tornado warned or anything, but we seen a really strong storm go over Busby. I haven't seen any power outages or anything over there, but we've seen a really strong storm go over, and I just can't stop. I just want to make sure everybody's okay. I don't know if you guys gotten any calls from out there.
I don't believe we have.
Okay. Yeah, we're talking about Busby, the little, it's like a Indian reservation or something like that?
Yep.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad that you haven't heard any calls, so that makes me have some peace of mind, because it wasn't tornado warned, but it looked like a really strong storm, and I was worried. And they got a whole bunch of hail that came through, too. All right. Well, thanks, man. Yep. Well, looks like Busby didn't get beat up. That's some really good news, because that looked bad. You deleted the pretty flowers. I think that was an accident. I don't know who did it. I had to look at the message even though it was deleted because I wanted to see it. Forsyth? Yeah, it is. I'm so glad that... Because, I mean, it looked really bad. I mean, this is right here when it's on top of Busby right here. He says he hasn't gotten a single call. I just don't know how not a single house lost power from at least the massive hail. Like, that's just unreal. I mean, this looks absolutely destructive. I'm still going to check up again tomorrow. It's a small town in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's literally at the end of the radar now. It's just we've seen so many storms like that in Texas, you know, and we see what they do. We've seen storm chasers inside those storms when they're basically producing hurricane force winds in such large area. Like we were watching Freddie McKinney drive through one all day long like 2 weeks ago, and it was just a lot like that storm, just a big giant rotating supercell, and it just like the whole wall cloud just dropped on the ground in like a 10-mile wide area and just had 100-mile-an-hour winds for a long time. You think it's safe to say to shut off the stream? I don't know. I'm going to wait a little bit longer because we have a bunch of severe warnings still. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Plus, there's quite a few chasers out there still. It's 9:06 p.m. in Montana right now. I think you're probably right. It's probably safe to say we can shut it off, but I'm going to wait a little bit longer. I mean, there's still a lot of rotation in all these storms. A bit of rotation up here by Ashland. It's looking pretty broad. Kind of has two areas of rotation. We got the one here, and then we got the one here. They're both pretty broad looking though. Yes, of course I'm gonna watch your video. Forsyth, you did Rosebuds and Forsyth. Forsyth's right here. Qwerty, do you live in Forsyth? Because it looks like we got a pretty juicy storm on top of it right now. Let's go back down to Nebraska. What's left of these storms that were dropping tornadoes earlier? Got a little bit of rotation, but nothing too crazy. I say I'll wait another 5 minutes before we shut it down. We don't see anything crazy in the next 5 minutes. I mean, this thing's still rotating. We're really in a kind of a radar hole at this point, too. Like, these are all the radars here. We got a radar here. Got a radar here, and then we got the ones here, and then ones here. These storms are like right in the middle of all four of them, so they're kind of far from all. I'm gonna try to connect to North Platte, Nebraska. See if I see anything in this storm. I mean, it's still basically showing rotation from North Platte, but it's pretty much just as bad. So we're seeing the storm from 10,000 feet from the ground here. See how far it is from Cheyenne. And then from Cheyenne, it's showing it from 14,000 feet. Yeah, so North Platte's definitely better. We can see it 4,000 feet lower. So that's going to be our closest radar to these storms. Yeah, when I went live, we had 3 tornado warnings going at once, and we got to see there was a couple confirmed tornadoes that chasers actually seen on the ground, and it was from these storms here. And I'm almost positive the one that went through Busby was down on the ground in a couple spots, but it was up in the middle of nowhere, thankfully, when that happened. So we got a good bit of rotation here. That's hail, one or the other. One, the other, or both. Doesn't look super concerning. Got a bit of rotation here by Julesburg too. Let's see what this warning says right here too, by the way. Let's take a look. At 9:06 p.m., which was 6 minutes ago, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 10 miles southwest of Oshkosh to 6 miles northwest of Julesburg, moving east at 35 miles an hour. The hazard is 60 mile an hour wind gusts, quarter size hail. I gotta put some eye drops. I had a hard time reading that. I was getting my vision was getting blurry when I was trying to read it. One second. I'm gonna do a 3D view of this storm too after I do my eye drops. Biggest reason too why I'm worried about Busby too, kind of, is because it's an Indian reservation. They may not get like they may not have the full coverage of like a normal American town. So I'm worried that maybe some houses got beat up or something, and they're not able to contact the police or anything like that. So I'm definitely gonna continue to check up on Busby tomorrow. I don't know how everything works out on the reservations. I know they have like their own laws and stuff. But yeah, like even though I talked to the police department in Rosebud County, I'm still a little concerned. So this is still a really good sized storm. This thing's still going all the way up to about 55,000 feet still. Still a really big storm. I'll lower the velocities of the rotation, see if we see anything trying to reach down. So you can kind of see our area of rotation here. The velocities are fairly low, right? But you can kind of see how this is basically rotating around in here. I mean, this is really low velocities. We're talking like basically like 30-40 miles an hour by 30-40 miles an hour, like really lower end, right? But it's really broad. And there could also be something trying to condense right in here, possibly. This is also from a couple scans back as well. Am I related to Ralph? How you doing, KJ Keeley? Ralph who? Which Ralph are we speaking of? Yeah, I'm just seeing multiple areas of rotation all over the place here. This little circle's a little concerning looking too. See how we got this little circle thing? I've seen these in worse situations that make that circle. Those little circles aren't always necessarily hail, and they can be bad things, so. Seeing that. Kind of have a little bit of shear right in here. Checks out on the end rot, checks out on the velocities, but we kind of have a gap here. They're not gate to gate, but they're close. Man, I can't control my hand right now. Are you talking about Wreck-It Ralph? Which Ralph are we talking about, KJ? Nope, it's nowhere near Tennessee. We're way up. We're way out here. We're in Nebraska and Wyoming and Montana. Let me pull up our threat. Tomorrow's good. Tomorrow's you're good in Tennessee too. So we got, this is where our 2% chance for tornadoes are today. Real low chance. Tomorrow, same thing. Pretty much. Close to the same thing. And if anybody knows anybody in Busby, Montana, call them and find out what happened there tonight, because I want to know. I'm very concerned because it looked like a really strong storm hit Busby. Maybe a tornado. It's really hard to say because there's so much hail and stuff and wacky radar stuff going on, but it really looked like there was a tornado on the ground there. go look at this again. Yeah, so we have really good bits of rotation right here. I mean, this is really kind of coming together here, it looks like. I'm going to watch this one too for a bit. This one's looking a little bit concerning. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's go. There was this other one up here I wanted to see, but we got a whole bunch of radar interference up here, so I can't really see. I can try to get a 3D view of it real quick. This is up on the border of Nebraska, and I think that's South Dakota. There's definitely a lot of rain in Tennessee tonight, though. I was looking at that. We had some storms coming across Memphis, and then we had a bunch of storms in East Pennsylvania as well. I can pull up the National Weather Radar real quick in Tennessee if you want to see it. So yeah, there's tons of rain that's moved through Memphis at this point. I mean, you're getting good old load of rain coming through here now. It's probably gonna, if you're in Memphis, it's been raining for at least 2 hours now. So we have some bigger, stronger storms down further south too. And it looks like what's left's coming through Knoxville. Chattanooga just dealt with some rain. Still a good bit of rain over here in eastern Tennessee. I called the police department. I just called the Rosebud Police Department to ask if everything was okay there. He said they haven't had any calls. I did it live on stream. Like, I let you guys hear me talk to the police officer. I don't know if you're here, Jacob, but... Alright, let's go back to Wisconsin, or Montana. This storm's really stretched itself out over here. This one's in a radar hole too, pretty much. I don't know if that's hail or rotation here, but that's looking a little juiced up right there. Coming out of Ranchester, heading towards Decker. I mean, looks like we might have some rotation. We definitely have 3.5 inch size hail here. Let's see what they got this thing warned for. At 9:05 p.m., that was about 15 minutes ago, severe thunderstorm located 12 miles north of Ranchester, 22 miles northeast of Sheridan, moving east at 40 miles an hour. The hazards are ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. That's basically, yeah, just coming out of Ranchester. And we're seeing this thing at 9,418 feet. Well, that really looks like it has a hook on it there on the 3D scan. Just a wee bit concerning to me looking right here. We have two areas where it's reaching down. Got one here, then one over here. That was a couple minutes ago, though. Storm has changed since then. And that could also be hail that's reaching down as well. Still kind of has a little bit of a hook going on here. Oh, yeah, call the police department. Man, it was just so hard to find anything in that area, regardless. Like, because it's out in the middle of nowhere, right? I tried to look. I tried to look at the police scanner. The closest one I could find to that town was Yellowstone. Is that Yellowstone? Isn't that like the hot? What's in Yellowstone? Hold on. I know there's something big landmark there. Yellowstone National Park. That's in Montana, right? Yellowstone National Park. Or is that somewhere else? No, that's in Wyoming. Yellowstone National Park's in the northwest corner of Wyoming. So there's a Yellowstone also in Montana. But it's a different Yellowstone. Huh. Interesting. The more you know, I guess. Got a wee bit of rotation there still. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go offline yet. There's still a couple concerning looking storms. I want to shut down the stream and come right back online when they tornado warn something. We got a little pocket of rotation right here too. Like, these storms are definitely rotating. We got another spot right here. Like, these storms are wild right now. They're doing a little bit of everything, it seems. I mean, this still matches up with the 3D view we just looked at from 3 minutes ago. We saw 2 areas of rotation coming down, and we got rotation in 3. So I did see a third one, actually. It wasn't reaching all the way up like the rest, but it was reaching up to about 20,000 feet. A bit of rotation in here too still. Man, this storm is such a mess. It's all mixed up. Let's go ahead and look at Storm Runner Media again, see where they're at. I have them playing, but I haven't looked at them. I took them off when I called the police department. I forgot to turn them back on. So they're now in Ashland, Montana. If anybody doesn't know who this is, it's Storm Runner Media. Now, we do have a Discord, by the way. We started up a Discord. We have a link to all the streamers right here. This is Storm Runner Media. They're very popular. I mean, they're one of the top 5 streamers in the whole gang. Like, there's hundreds of them. But these guys are really big chasers. They're always where the action's at. So they're a pretty big deal. Let me, I can link our Discord. Our Discord's 100% free. It's just it's basically like a chat room we use. So if I'm not streaming and there's bad weather in your area, we have like 8 streamers listed in the channel, right? That you can go to for severe weather coverage if one of us aren't online. And we also have like a lot of the storm chasers linked in there. We got our all of the apps we use listed in there. And basically, you can talk about weather at any time in there, you know, or you can just chat about whatever you want in there. But basically, like a place to connect and meet up when you're, you know, if you're worried about the weather in your area. Like, I'm disabled myself, so some days I just get, like, last night I couldn't work at all. Like, I wasn't able to, even if we had severe weather last night, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Because my disability just didn't let me stream whenever I want. But I try to whenever I can. Yeah, I'll link it. And Discord, it's like an app that you can have on your phone or your PC, one or the other.
Yeah, there it is. There's your sunset.
It's kind of big known for being like gaming, but like all the severe weather streamers all use Discord. All the storm chasers use it too. It's become very popular in the storm community. So let me
Yeah, sure. Feel free
go
to
ahead
share
and
it to Facebook.
I'll link it in chat.
This chase is probably nearly over. But,
Yeah, if you have the app installed, it's literally just click on it and you're in. Hey, Crunchy Cookies, what's up, buddy? It's nice to see you.
And probably Sunday. All the way through Thursday, it looks like. Or all the way through at least Wednesday, maybe not Thursday.
They still got a little bit of sunlight out there, it looks like, except for what with the storms letting through. What are you trying to copy and paste, Crunchy? That link? You should be able just to click it, right? Click it, it takes you right in Discord, I think.
No, I do apologize. I have to update that manually.
Do you have the Discord app?
I don't have the time to sit down and do that.
Like you gotta have it downloaded first, I think.
The list of to-dos tonight. I've got to do laundry tonight, and I'll have.
If you don't have Discord, basically it's just like if you have the Discord app installed, it basically just pulls you in, pulls you into a chat room basically on Discord. All my kids have Discord. My dad's 69 years old and he has Discord. I talked him into using it. And I was using Discord way before I even started streaming. Like I've been using Discord for years. It's just it's kind of how I actually got into weather because of Discord, to be honest. Because it just I learned a lot of stuff I learned about everything to do with tornadoes and storms. A lot of it has to do with Discord, to be honest. I've been learning a lot from a bunch of meteorologists that hang out in Ryan Hall's channel and stuff.
I'm kind of disappointed in that storm they're sharing.
There's this other guy named Nate Snyder. I haven't seen him stream in a while. His last stream was 2 months ago.
You want to be down there on, don't you?
I used to hang out in his Discord a lot. I'm still in it somewhere, I think. I just
Said you want to be down there on it, don't you?
Well, I just don't. It doesn't make sense why I wait till now.
Lori, how you doing?
I should know this by now.
What's going on, Lori? Are you getting blasted in Tennessee right now?
I do not know.
I mean,
These guys are in Ashland now.
Right.
Where were they at last time we seen?
I feel like it'll start to weaken some because it's going to start.
They were in
getting
Brodus. They're going
And
northwest.
eventually the sin overnight will set in and all that. But I'm just like, gosh, like you got all that time to do it, and now you just wait till 9 o'clock.
They're right here. They're in Ashland. Okay.
For real.
So they're like in downtown Ashland right now. Storm Runner Media. I'm gonna make them a little smaller so we can figure out what they're driving towards.
Are your cells gonna come up here? They're acting like they want to, but I don't know if they're actually gonna.
So they're downtown Ashland. I don't know where they're going. They pretty much got to turn around. This is the only storm for them to go after, to be honest. This road's gonna go way over here. I mean, this storm looks the worst right now.
Mobile home taxes due 6/30.
This storm looks the worst right now. I don't know what it takes to get a tornado warning down here because these storms look bad. That's all I can say is they look bad.
Pump up the jam. Pump it up.
Oh, thanks, Lori.
Then turn around.
I have hyper weather anxiety disorder. Self-diagnosed. My goodness, I want a tornado warning in this storm. It's driving me nuts. Look at this thing. Like, this thing is rotating big time. Where's my tornado warning? They're not far. They're probably about an hour away from this storm. But they need to be like at it right now because they can tell me if there's a wall cloud on this or not. I mean, this thing's literally popping out a hook now. We looked at these. We looked at the storm a little bit ago. I wish they could just fly a helicopter over there real quick or something. I mean, look at this storm, man. That's a classic rotating supercell, and it's forming a hook. I mean, how does that not have a tornado warning? I mean, you guys see this, right? I'm not blind, am I? I think that deserves a tornado warning. I'm just saying. Just a little bit. It just needs a little bit of a tornado warning right here.
What? You're not gonna get gas?
I mean, you can only see like a rotating funnel go from, was it like 10,000 feet all the way up to 58,000 feet. That's all, you know, just kind of sitting there.
Your knee?
Let me check my velocities first yeah, I mean, the velocities are set up a little bit.
Gotta feel up, chat. That's very important out here.
When I go to really strong velocities, it's kind of
Gas stations are too far
disappearing,
apart.
but yeah, right in here we got, I mean, this thing's
There
connected.
he is. Popped out of the car. Pump up the jam, pump it up. Instead pump up the jam, it's pump up the gas.
Like, I wish
pump up.
Tornado or
Reservoir.
National Weather Service could literally see and look at
Into
what
the
I'm looking at
storm
right
front.
here. Like, I mean, come on. Are you looking at this, Lori? Are you looking at what I'm looking at? This just basically it's a severe destructive storm right now. With a considerable size hail core. It now has a hook. I mean, this would be a tornado emergency in Ohio.
Emily, I know that song. It's an iconic song.
I mean, we clearly have a very tight rotation here.
Yep.
It's right on top of
We're
Agni.
topping
It
it
doesn't
off,
even have a tornado
We're
warning.
topping her,
Oh my God, guys.
meaning the Forerunner.
7-8 hours. I mean, let me look.
From where?
Just talking about Nebraska Panhandle tomorrow.
I don't think that's a debris signature, but it could be. You can't really count a debris signature if it's on the outside like that.
Yeah, we got severe warner. I would feel more than
Tell you right now, Jacob would say this is on the ground if he's seen it. Jacob would be like, "There's a tornado on the ground. Nader Juice, there's a tornado on the ground." He would be going excited. He's got to be AFK right now. I mean, this thing is absolutely cranking right here. No tornado warning yet. I don't want to feel like I have to call them every single time. But this is crazy. We're not getting our warnings tonight. I mean, at least it's got a severe destructive ping pong ball size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts with a tornado at the back end. What's up, Gus? Oklahoma. There was a severe thunderstorm warning for Oklahoma earlier.
Billings. Yeah.
Not anymore. We'll just sit here and wait and see how long it takes them to tornado warning this thing, or just wait till it falls apart. I mean, it looks like we have another one that's wrapping up right up here too. Multiple. I mean, this storm's had 3 areas of rotation for the last 30 minutes. But this one down here takes the cake. I mean, come on now. Come on now.
I mean, if it's Nebraska Panhandle, it's not impossible.
It's in Wyoming. Like, I've seen Wyoming tornado warn the silliest stuff, but we're not getting one for this. Acme. Let's go look at Acme. Maybe I should call the Acme Police Department. Hey, Mr. Officer, can you look out your window and see if there's a tornado? Doesn't look like it's as strong as it was, but it's still rotating.
Why he doesn't do what?
Enrot's dropped its signature a little bit. What was I just doing? I was doing something important. I can't remember. Oh.
All right, chat. We're gonna get rolling in a minute, guys.
I was going to look up Acme. Gus, do you live in Acme?
Pretty soon, but oh yeah, probably. I'm just doing Freddy things.
If you live in Acme, don't look out your window right now. Get away from them. Acme, Wyoming. Hey, good news is there's nothing but trees here. And a big building.
We got 1,000 of you guys in here. How's it going, everybody?
Goose Creek, something.
Sitting here in Ashland. We're gonna get rolling here in a moment.
Big Goose Creek building. Looks like a couple trees got their own town name.
Got my finger open.
There's got to be a house in here somewhere, other than that big business. Oh yeah, there's some houses up here. Oh, that looks abandoned. That looks like an old factory, abandoned factory. Really not a whole lot up here in Acme. About Ranchester.
I think I'm changing courses.
Huh?
I think I'm changing course.
Ranchester's got a couple houses. Beautiful, cute little neighborhood out here. Jacob, did you see this storm? Slacking on me, Jacob. Did you see this, Jacob?
I do not know, chat. Do not know.
Let's do another 3D view.
We got bandages too. It's really not that bad, guys. Really not that bad. I know you guys are antsy. You want to get rolling. I just don't want to leave without.
It's fine. It's just a gust of wind. That's all.
I assume he's inside.
Just a gust of wind blowing along.
Emergency tent.
Nothing major. No.
Okay.
It looks like it really picked up on the scan after that, right in here. That's when it really decided to go full throttle there. When it looked like it might have picked up or let off for a minute. And then it looks like it's back on the ground again here.
See if we can see any lightning behind us there.
John Jacob Jingleheimer-nator.
Person leftover broken glass back. Yeah, I mean that could be a piece of glass.
It's side lobe contamination. You really think so?
It was in my little trash compartment on my side of the door here.
Oh
It
no.
was in there and something got my finger. So maybe I need to vacuum in there. I don't know how glass would have made it all the way up.
The
there.
hail core looks way bigger than that.
Back then when we first shattered them. So. Work on something real quick. And that for tomorrow to redirect you guys to. So be sure to stick around. We're gonna get rolling here in just a minute here, chat. Or maybe a few minutes. I don't even know yet.
Side lobe contamination means the hail's basically making it look like a tornado. Which is a possibility. Looking at the radar site and where the hail's positioned to. See the radar site's right here? The radar shoots out this way, then bounces back. And we pretty much have hail. Like we're seeing the rotation back here, but we got all this hail in the way here. So it could be exactly that. But generally the NROT doesn't really pick up side lobe like that. That's why I don't think it's side lobe.
Well, what's the oof about?
But it very could well be. It's all good now though. It's weakened big time. The hail always interferes with the radar, sadly. It's the big problem all the time. Especially like you see the debris here. This is the correlation coefficients where you can see debris. Like if it's red, there's like no debris, right? Yellow, there's some. Green, there's even more. Blue means there's a lot. So you can kind of see how the radar is shooting. It's coming from over here, going this way. And you see as the radar goes through, you see it's green and yellow here, and then it gets red. So it's basically, it's looking through the most hail at this point where it's blue.
Maybe he passed out.
But up here, yeah, it's looking through a lot less hail because it's still green. So like the further it goes through, the more blue. It's the more blue you see because there's a lot more hail the radar's passing through.
Let's go. There's some lightning over there. For some reason.
See, you can see the same thing on the scan. It had a hook back then, so that's why I thought, like back here we had a hook on it right here. You see this? We had a hook forming. I could definitely say that's passing a side lobe.
You live? Oh, okay.
So yeah, basically what we're seeing on the 3D view, if there is not a tornado on the ground, we're basically seeing, yeah, that's just a lot of hail that's passing through the radar.
Alright. I can always try and get a refund on the second room, so don't go just for my sake. Maybe. Yes.
Another way you can kind of see if it's that or not, we can look at it from a different radar site as well.
I don't know where to go tomorrow.
See if we see a rotation from like this radar site, because the hail's going to be on the other side of the storm.
Days so far, like not even these northern plains days are just confusing.
This radar's really far away.
It seems like, to be honest, not really as enjoyable as I hoped.
Oh man. It's like that part could be side lobe, but not this. This radar's really far away though. It's at 18,000 feet.
That was sustained for a while.
Yeah, no, for sure.
This radar's really far. 23,000 feet. 30,000 feet. This one's way too far away. I guess so. I guess you can be the best mod. Why? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if it is actually increasing that much, or
Alrighty, chat. Here we go. We're gonna get
now that I stream, it just feels like it's that much more. It's hard to say.
right now.
It's kind of like before I started streaming, you know, I just really only looked when it was really bad, right? But now that like I started streaming, I feel like I feel like I need to be here when stuff's bad, you know? So I'm looking a lot more, right? Like if this was this time last year, I probably wouldn't even be still looking at the SPAC outlook in June.
But we still have a light in front of us. Kind of crazy.
They believe Ray the Cheyenne office, they're talking about significant severe weather possible on Tuesday.
So would that be day 4 from this point? I mean,
But because we're still day 1, it's still Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so that's day 5.
yeah.
Okay, that is Tuesday. They're not even in the risk zone right now. Mostly that's a Nebraska target on that one.
Storm Runner Media is still going. They're still in Ashland. They stopped and get gas.
Look at
They're right here. I think. Yeah, they're going northwest, so they're going this way
I'm looking at
on
the
this road here.
models. The next 2 days literally look the
They're
same.
about to hit Lame Deer. That's an interesting name for a city.
Well, I guess if I'm going to Montana.
I'm not sure if they're going to try to storm chase tonight or they go to a hotel. I'm not sure what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, low key, probably what I'm gonna do too. You know, honestly, like tomorrow looks worse than today, though. That's for sure. So
Tomorrow looks worse than today.
there's also part of me that's like, if tomorrow's just crap day, like, might just even just go do something in Montana.
Yeah, that's fair.
Check West Virginia.
It have to just look like it's just not happening for me not to chase. Like, you know, if there's still a chance of stuff happening, like, that's why we're there. So.
right, for sure. Yeah, maybe I'll go for a hike or something. Like we had, like if tomorrow really doesn't pan out, and we really never explored up here. None of us have.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's a big old mess out here.
Up here before, ever. You know, so it would be really cool. I'd love to go for like a hike or something. Go to one of these mountains and just go hike.
The severe thunderstorm warning for north central Nicholas County is canceled.
Like leave mid morning and go and just like
Saying this one has 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
a couple of hours and kind of just wait and see what happens.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it'd be tough. I think to work that in, just considering we're not getting it until midnight right now. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow looks like. I mean, I'm open.
I mean,
to
this
it.
storm has plenty of notches. Which area are you talking about over here?
I can't remember what you guys said. Are we in the same hotel?
Yeah, we are.
Mountain mamas, take me home to the place I belong.
Perfect.
West
Okay.
Virginia,
So we might have.
mountain
We're
mama.
gonna fix some chicken tonight, so we might have some extra chicken for whoever wants it.
Talking like breasts, or you talking like?
Yeah, I think we're good on this one. I mean, this storm definitely has some winds, though, right? They got it. They got it warned for 60-mile-an-hour winds. We got a big bow echo going here. I mean, this is just a troublemaker and a half. Do we have any power outages out here in this thing? I don't see any rotation though that you're talking about.
Chicken tendies.
74 people in Bighorn lost power.
Might have to go somewhere else tonight, but we're doing the non-fried version.
I was asking on DL's behalf.
Yeah, I know. Maybe one of these days we'll actually like. We'll get
Storm's
some
taking out a
oil
little bit
and,
of power.
Actually fry up some chicken tenders.
Yeah, I mean, with what's that?
I think that's what it just went through Addison County, or it's in it now.
That bite tastes pretty dang good, honestly. Not gonna lie.
No, Webster.
And me and Noble were putting in it because we're literally the ones that are adding the stuff and not, acting. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it'd be healthier than like KFC or something like that. It's still fried at the end of the day. It's still not good for you, but.
It's literally on top of Webster right now. 410 people lost power.
I think frying chicken tenders.
So from here, already 400 people lost power in this area. So this thing's it's got some strong winds.
I know I got KFC earlier.
Well, I figured that would be like one of the only like fried chicken places that maybe.
Hey, yeah, no problem, Lori.
In Billings.
It's nice seeing you.
Is there even an open fast food joint in Billings?
What area are you talking about rotation on this one, Jacob?
One of the bigger
I'm not really seeing it.
in Montana. I was just gonna find,
I mean, I'm sure we can see like a brief spin up on one of these inflow notches, but I don't see any like areas really sticking out. Definitely not the most friendly storm, that's for sure. Like this one wants to knock down trees and take out your power, it looks like.
I really have no clue how big Billings is. It could be a town of 10,000 people. It could be a town of 100,000 people. I really just don't know.
Given the amount of Marriott's there, that's usually a gauge for how big a town is. There's a decent amount of people there.
Billings in 2023.
We have a lot of severe destructives going now too.
21,000.
We have 4. We got 3 in Nebraska, we got one in Texas too.
Yeah, it's one of the main cities in Montana.
This is the one that went through New Mexico, I think.
Basically, guys, what I'm doing is
63 mile an hour wind reports.
over here that actually died out, so never mind.
Yep, guys, look at where
No, it's fine. I'm glad I looked at the storm because it's definitely a mean storm.
took the severe warning off.
Good looking out on that one, buddy. Good looking out on that one, best mod.
Yeah, I'll send you your place of rest place.
Let's see if this thing has any power outages down here in Texas.
Thank you, sir. It's quite a hill we're going up here.
I was gonna say if you wanna get past me, get there,
That's fine.
so you can start unpacking your stuff before I get there. Feel free to.
So I think they're done. They're just driving to a hotel.
On hills these days.
We're gonna sound stalk them, I guess, till they get to the hotel.
No, yeah, I'm good. I mean, I gotta wait for you anyway, just to check into the hotel, so I'll stay back here.
Yeah, we got this storm's doing damage too. We got 500 people lost power in Terry,
Packing up your stuff, 'cause I know you guys
3,300 in Hockley County. Man, this storm's nasty. Man, ain't nobody catching a break today.
the yawns are getting rough.
Sorry, I'm starting to yawn.
So this storm's already taken out 6,000 houses of power right here coming through Texas.
What's our ETA to the hotel?
It looks like it's heading towards a big spring in Sweetwater.
130.
I know Sweetwater's really small. I looked. It's like a house or two there.
130?
No, it's not 130.
It's about to hit La Mesa. Oh man, La Mesa's huge. So La Mesa's about to lose a bunch of power next.
130. I'm turning around.
Poor Texas, always getting beat up.
It's 11:40.
If anybody is here from La Mesa, you're on deck, man. It's a big town, and you guys are about to get hit black. I mean, you're literally getting hit by the winds right now. It's already started in La Mesa. It's too late. We're going to say fuel up your generators, but the storm's already on top of you.
I'll climb your hill.
So that's the second county over right here. One up, two over. La Mesa's going to get hit hard.
Considering that this storm is basically dead up in front of us and it's not severe warned anymore, I'm more inclined to just
Dude, there's a Texas Roadhouse at our hotel, like just across from our hotel.
Dawson.
It's a sign.
It's in Dawson County. There's only 308 power outages and gains. So it looks like it's not getting hit as hard down south, but it's getting hit even harder up near Hockley, which is odd because there's nothing up there in Hockley right now. It's just rain. So that's Hockley County right here, I believe. Hold on, let me take a closer look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1.
Montana, Wyoming, at least this area is just kind of terrible.
Yeah, this is the county that has
Wyoming is not bad.
Oh yeah, I was looking for
over 3,000 power outages right there. So I'm guessing the storm came down through there. This is the storm that actually came down through it, obviously. Where Leveland is, that's the county that lost a bunch of power from the storm.
Roads are not good, but man, is it pretty.
Hockley County, 3,336 households lost power. Terry County is getting worked on right now, and it's on its way to Lynn and Dawson. Dawson's where the big city is. Yeah, La Mesa's in Dawson. It's literally the winds are hitting Dawson now, and there's multiple layers. Like we have multiple layers of wind coming through there. 65-mile-an-hour winds reported right here. Messinett Station 96, Welch, Dawson County.
So, yeah, I wish it was over there. When you get into the mountains, it's, I mean, like, look where we're at right now.
Get your generators ready, La Mesa. It's coming.
This is not tornado country.
The average ginger, how are you doing? Red severe thunderstorm, diabolical. I do purple tornado warnings, just so you know.
Maybe we should come up to
You're not the first person to make fun of me for using red thunderstorms and purple tornadoes. That's the factory settings for GR2 analysts, and I like it that way. Right now we're stalking Storm Runner Media. We're listening to them chat before they go to bed. They're not chasing anything. They're talking. I just want noise in the background so I can listen to what they're talking about. They're saying tomorrow's going to be worse than today.
Katie says Billings has everything but a Marion.
running a snow chase on
So this is our tornado threat for tomorrow. And it's pretty much the same as today's. It's like a little bigger for tomorrow, but we had a 5% today, but they reduced it down, and they actually moved it south too. We had a big 5% on top of Wyoming earlier, or Montana earlier. They got rid of it. What's day 3 look like? Day 3's in the same area. My goodness, they weren't joking. So they're going to be up here in Montana for the next 2 to 3 days. It's like a day 4. Okay, it's moving over to South Dakota and Minnesota and Iowa for day 4. Maybe. We'll see what happens. That's why this is why they're all driving up to Montana right now, because they're going to be here for 3 days.
Somewhat preserving the algorithm, I guess, and preserving you folks for a redirect.
Hey, JQM, what's going on, man? There's a bunch of nasty storms all over being mean.
But hopefully you guys did enjoy the stream today.
We have storms taking out power in Texas right now. We got storms taking out power in West Virginia. The Texas storm being the worst one right now.
Nothing really to write home about, but sometimes.
This one's being a big meanie over here in La Mesa. It's hitting La Mesa right now.
Tomorrow, hopefully, we can get on to something a little bit better.
This storm just took out 4,000 households of power in the last 30 minutes. So
it's always difficult when you have multiple target areas
This isn't no tornado storm. It's just a big, nasty 70-mile-an-hour windstorm that's doing a bunch of damage.
Everything is the wrong answer. It's just a day-by-day basis that we have to operate on. But
Lamess is getting hit. Ackerley might be next. I don't know if it's still going to be really strong by the time it gets to Ackerley, but
you know, the expensive nature.
we'll see.
Chasing up here, we very much appreciate everybody's support. As far as I know, all the direct donations have been accounted for.
Ackerley's on deck after Lamess up, but it's got a ways to go.
Your name up, or I've got your amount added up there.
See how fast this thing's moving, actually.
Thank you, members, for being a large part of what keeps us out here on the road. We appreciate everything you guys have done and continue to do for us. Thank you, mods, for doing a wonderful job.
It's moving southeast at 40 miles an hour, so it's not moving that slow. It's working its way down there.
And, thank you guys just all for tuning in, smashing the like button, and interacting with the stream. I think we got a couple new subscribers.
Jake, you need to make as many tornado videos as you can.
Welcome, and we appreciate you subscribing. I really have not looked at tomorrow at all, so
NatoCast has a 2% up here.
does that have a higher percentage somewhere else?
Nope.
I want to go on your YouTube, Jacob, and I want to see the first 5 videos
The NatoCast.
on your homepage are all about weather.
Verify the storms. The middle did not. We were in a 2% and we didn't get storms. But oh no, we were in the 1%. We were in 2%.
Let's take a look at this bad boy anyways. I know it's, there's nothing tornadic about this. I just want to see how big this storm is.
Plan right now is probably to target.
Not very big. I mean,
Minnesota.
Montana.
it's not small either. It's about 40, 50,000 feet.
The land of big old mosquitoes.
We're in the land.
It's got a couple areas reaching over 50, so it's a pretty good sized storm.
Everywhere.
That's true.
Destroyer of trees.
There's a nice
The
tornado
Texas
in
rainstorm.
Saskatchewan today.
Destroyer of trees, shingles, and windows.
All the
The
NS
Texas
went
storm.
and skipped over us.
Look at this monster.
And I can't go to Canada, so.
So big and fierce.
Tornadoes happening in Canada, I will not be chasing.
We literally have a.
Get up there.
It's got a head right here.
Anyway, chat.
It's like smiling at you while it's coming to take your power out.
The donations and everything else. We plan to see you all hopefully back right here
Oh man, the storm is so unfair.
to,
Average day in Texas.
Yep. Be sure to stick around for that redirect. It'll move you over automatically to that new scheduled live event. If it doesn't, it'll at least pop up on your screen. If you want to head over there, everybody please be sure to smash the like button over there before heading out.
538 in Terry, 3,300 in Hockley. Let's see what we got. Last update was 11:49. About 15, 16 minutes ago.
Whether or not the environment wants to cooperate. So.
Yep, so another 200 people just lost power in Terry.
Again for tuning in. Appreciate all the support. We're gonna go get some rest. I'm gonna get my laundry done.
I think it's the same in Hockley.
See you guys back. Hopefully tomorrow. If for some reason we don't.
308 in gains now.
But we should see you guys tomorrow.
Lamessa's not taking any damage yet. I don't know if this is updated though. I don't think it updated. I think it's the same. 1206. No, it updated, I think. But only 11 minutes difference. So it's only done like another 100 houses, thankfully. We're down to 2 severe destructives right now. This one in Texas and the one up in Nebraska. Let's go to Nebraska. Dude, I can't stalk them if they turn off the stream. What's going on here? So our last severe destructives here somewhere. Which one is it? We're about to find out. That's our severe destructive, our flasher. Let's check our power outages on this one too. Looks like same thing, multiple. I mean, we've been watching this storm for a while. 68 mile an hour here. 66 here. Messinette, Koga, AWAS. This one, man, they got some weird words they use over there. K&E Biggs, SP22. Something like that, whatever that means. If you speak Montanian or Nebraskian, you probably know what that means, but I don't. Yeah, it's definitely Nebraskian. Alright. So we basically got a big straight line wind threat here now. I mean, you can just see this big old monster. Let's see if this thing started ramping up on the power outages, because last I checked it wasn't doing too much damage. It's like we have a bunch of inactive counties here. I'm not sure what that's all about. Does it mean there's just no power customers there? Is it always like that? Texas don't have any of those. Wyoming has some. I guess there's just some powerless counties out there. Well, I gotta say, I guess on the upper hand here, this part of Nebraska doesn't have a lot of houses in it, so. Looks like Cheyenne County's the only one that's been hit and lost power. There's 28 people in Cheyenne that lost power. Back in here. Well, yeah, this storm's pretty much, it does have big winds, but it's pretty much in the area with hardly any houses, it seems, at this point. It's going to be, let me pull this over to the side. So Perkins County's, it's on top of Perkins County right now. 0 power outages out of 600 registered customers. And then the county down here is Dundee. There's only 100 houses in there. So, I mean, this storm's really not a big threat. It's pretty much going in the middle of nowhere. I mean, there's a couple farms and stuff up in here, and that's about it. The rest is... I think we're golden, guys. Let's take one last look at Montana before I shut it down. I don't even know what this storm is doing. It's making a yo-yo. That is one weird looking storm if I've ever seen one. My goodness. This is just nutty looking. Look at this thing. Almost looks like a musket. Alright, I'm doing a 3D view of this storm and we're shutting her down. I can go to bed and I can see you guys tomorrow. Look at this weird looking storm. Just got a brand new warning for it. Yep, these are just regular spheres, no big deal. I mean, everything's still rotating out here, but it is what it is. If we get a big damaging tornado on the ground, I will definitely come back online for it. But right now, we're looking good, guys, and I really appreciate everybody coming in here. Yeah, check out Jacob's channel. It's Mr. Tornado Tracker. He's making videos now for the weather. He's a big helper. He's really good. He knows what he's talking about. He's really getting involved in this weather stuff, and he's having fun, so check him out. Oh, and join our Discord. If anybody wants to join our Discord chat room, it's all free. We just hang out. There's all kinds of weather streamers. Like if I'm not online There's like 8 other streamers listed in there that could be online too. And Jacob's probably gonna be streaming it one day to himself. And then we got like all the storm chasers in there, all the apps you use, and all that good stuff. But yeah, hop on in if you want. It's completely free. It's just like a big chat room for weather. And I really appreciate everybody stopping in. Thank you for coming in tonight. I'll see y'all later. Mississippi, hold on. Let me check real quick. There's nothing going on in Mississippi for severe weather, right? All of our threats are up here in this area for the next 3 days. Well, let me check real quick, see if there's anything actually happening there before I shut it off. There's some storms up north, it looks like. That's about it. There's more coming through Little Rock. That's really all I see. You probably got all the rain from Texas. Last couple days, I'm assuming. But you're in good. Unless you're way up north in Mississippi, you're fine. Alright, guys. I will see you later.